Alright. And we are live. So hello everyone. It's your favorite programming error that just refused to be fixed. Code here. And welcome to what could be the final stream of Doki Doki Club meetings if it wasn't for the fact that after the story, there's more. But it is gonna be the final story stream. I will finish this story today. Come what may, the story is getting finished. We are... No matter if it takes longer than 3 hours. If we're approaching 4 hours, I'm still gonna be fine. If we go a bit over 4 hours, it's still gonna be fine. We are finishing the final episode today. No matter what. Hi Neon, you're the first one here today. Hope you are doing well. Alright. Now let's not delay. Cody. Yes, of course. Alright. We're starting the stream with a mod in a mod. Whose mod was it? Monica's mod, right. Everyone, I hope you're looking forward to what Monica's been cooking up in the last few weeks. I'm very curious to see the Monica mod.
Well, I'll let you see for yourself. Just remember not to say anything during the mod so that our viewers aren't confused. Here we go.
Alright, what's Monica's mod? By Monica. Undeserved epilogue. And we is at the beach. We's at the beach. What is we doing at the beach? Ah, the music. Bum, bum, bum.
Hi, it's me. I'm not going to bother with a fourth wall narrator Monica. I'm just writing this in a code editor. You know it, I know it.
Video error over. Welcome then. Welcome to Monica's mod.
I'm not sure why I'm not trying to suspend your disbelief. I guess because I'm worried that this might be the end when I'm writing this. I don't know if it will be or not, but it's one of the last times I might get to show you something neat. Don't worry about talking to me, we can do that later. But right now I wanted to give you something. If this really is the end.
Oh boy, here we go.
I know this has been like a story for you and for the characters, but you won't ever get to see how things end. We'll just be living our lives, and that's not satisfying as a narrative, is it? That's why some shows do that thing where they show you a montage of what happened to everyone in the end. That's what this is, for all of us. Now this isn't going to be at the same time in the future for everyone. For some, the near future, for some the far future, and of course this is just me guessing. And trying to write you a nice end to your story. It's probably not what'll actually happen to everyone. I just wanted to give you some kind of mod that might give you closure. I thought maybe it would make you happy. So enjoy.
Oh boy. Oh boy, this is gonna get real emotional real quick, isn't it? I'm not sure if I'm ready. But I will enjoy this. I will, of course, have to make a save here, I think. Even though this was just after I started playing. Okay. I feel like we should save the club members for last, because they are the most important part. So let's start with others. Oh my god, they're actually gonna have everyone. You know what? This makes it so much easier to know who all the characters are. I just have to come back here and I can ask Yuri about all of these people. It's genius, really. I now have the perfect spot to come back to. And Potato Puffin, hi, hello Puffin, how's it going? Thank you for the lurk, I appreciate it. I'm just gonna go with the DLC in the meantime. You know, the thing that we were talking about on your stream earlier? Fun. Alright, I saved already, Neon. I saved. Don't worry. Kevin Moore is the one. Oh, I'm sure you did, Rob. Alright. Yawata, who are you?
I actually know Yawata a bit. He was in the debate club for a little while when I was in it. I'm pretty sure you only know him as one of Kenzo's friends, though. He's a pretty ordinary guy. Let's take a look.
That is probably gonna be relatively short.
He's sitting at his computer. He appears to be playing a game where your job is to disassemble and scrap spacecraft in some kind of salvage yard.
That was a good shift. 7 p.m. Sunday almost over. Back to work tomorrow. Let's see what's going on with social media.
He idly navigates through a series of social media sites.
Oh, Hannah's birthday tomorrow. Haven't talked to him in a few years. I wonder how he's doing. If he ever finished working on their car, maybe I'll send him a DM. Or maybe not. Probably doesn't want to hear from hear from blasts from the past people out of nowhere. The hell with it.
Yeah, Yawata has been feeling lonely recently. He spends most of his time on his job, and when he's not working, he's decompressing, usually with games.
Yeah, doing them in order? Probably, but starting from the bottom, because the top is gonna be club members, and that's the most important, so we're saving that for last. Let's see. What's up, my man? Happy birthday. How have you been, brother? It's been a long time. Know we moved far away from each other, but wish I had stayed in touch better. Let me know how you're doing, yeah? Yeah, finished working on that 84 Subaru? Cheers, and I hope you're well. There, hopefully not too cringe. Now, where was I?
It is only a few minutes later when he sees he has received a reply.
Oh, it's this? Hey, my dude! Oh, right, Kenzo voice. I think I did that voice similarly, but, now I gotta get back into the Kenzo one. Hey, my dude, good to hear. Hey, my dude, good to... No, I know I had a voice, now I'm struggling. That's the beats, how is it going? Good evening, good evening. Things have been well, things have been well. I've actually been working on another streamer versus chat port. I'm 2/3 done with it, and then next Friday I'm gonna be playing streamer versus chat again in FNF. FNF streamer versus chat is always amazing, always a blast, and I'm suffering every single time. But it's a fun kind of suffering, so I hope everyone's looking forward to that, to messing me up, as per usual. Hey, my dude, it's so good to hear from you. I totally did finish up with that Subaru. Still work on cars when I have the time, but mostly just working my regular job, same as you probably. So it turns out I'm going to be up in your area for a couple weeks for business in a month or so. We should totally hang out, grab some beers. Let me know if you're up for it. Oh man, what time period is that? That's going to be a real heavy time at work. Screw it. Yeah man, I can totally meet up. I'm psyched to see you again, can't wait.
They did end up meeting up, though they never moved close to each other again. They rekindled their friendship online, seeing each other casually when possible. When Yawata got married, Kenzo was one of his groomsmen, even though they only saw each other once a year on average.
See, those are friendships you like to see. When even though you don't see each other much, you still know you're good friends. Start to make an FNF remix from Feel It? Well, in the music channel? Gonna have to have another look at that. Sumeru, yes, of course, that. Well, good luck! The best of luck. Alright, let's continue. Well, should we just go straight to Kenzo then? I know I said we're going in order, but we just heard about Kenzo, so we might as well continue with Kenzo, right? Yeah, makes the most sense to me. We're gonna go Kenzo immediately.
Kenzo. Who would have guessed that he'd turn out the most ordinary? Maybe some of you. The one thing I should tell you in advance is that he did finish his car in the end. He's onto a new one now. A Ferrari, in fact. His new job gives him a slightly better higher budget.
Also, hi, Avenue of you. Whoa! What are we up to here? And that's where Channel 6 Action News puts you, in the thick of the action. Alright, pan camera 3 onto Kim, and switch. Ow. Awesome, that was smooth. Alright guys, 40 seconds to cut to film. Chisa, be ready on that? Why does the name Chisa ring a bell? Was that a character who we know? I don't think so, right?
She's totally oblivious to any attention
Also, I hear you.
to herself. That girl is
Might just be from another anime I watched.
her children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today. But it just kind of works out because you've known each other for
Part of his body, that's why he didn't change them. Of course, of course.
days like this.
How could he change the clothes? The film runs for about 60?
I'm on it, Chief.
So from there. Yes, that Chisa probably, exactly. Also, hi Gabe. She made it into Doki Doki.
How'd the last broadcast go?
Smooth as a whistle?
I guess whistles are pretty smooth. His staff has long grown accustomed to him mixing his metaphors with comic results. Expressions such as these are called Kenserisms in the newsroom.
Nani? What do you mean, Nani, Spinne? You watched Danganronpa 3 with the rest of us, didn't you? Although, I guess it's been a while. I guess it has been a while. True, true, true. The isekai to DDLC? Same. Same. If I ever get into another accident, where I actually end up isekai, then boom. But yeah, she recovered. Or this is a prequel! This is before the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Before the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, Chisa worked here. And then, boom. Tragedy happened, and she died. Anyway. Yeah, they're super smooth, other than the parts with the holes.
I guess so.
Did everything go alright last night? Sorry I wasn't there, wife got sick and our youngest was really upset. Definitely an all dads on deck situation.
The youngest is 3. He has never remembered seeing either parent ill, let alone throwing up before. When you're 3, that's practically a traumatic experience. I understand.
And get ready, film.
Rolling. No, things went fine. Broadcast went off without a hitch. That was kind of a slow news day anyway.
So I saw.
How about you? Anything interesting happen other than work and sick kids?
Yeah, actually, one of my old high school buddies messaged me. I had completely forgotten about him and he had forgotten about me. But he wished me a happy birthday and we agreed we should hang out again. So when I'm up for that feature piece in a couple weeks, I'm going to go see him. Oh, we know that. Looking forward to it, he was really cool.
Sounds fun. Well, I'll give him and your wife my regards.
Will do. Alright, stand by to cut to Kim. Cut! At least there's no Wallace. We're thankful for that. Yeah, I do know it's not DRV3, and I do know DR3 and DRV3 are very different. Indeed they are. Alright, next character. Tomo.
Tomo? MC's old friend?
Ah, that dude. Right.
He ends up not going to college. Signs up for another job out of high school.
No. We still want someone wearing the blue. So then, guess what happens? No, drink some water first. We're going to be feeling it tomorrow. You're right.
He collects himself and slowly takes a large drink of water. He doesn't usually get drunk, but he tries to maintain control when he does.
So yeah, you'll never guess what happens next. The perp surround us peacefully? No, sadly. Motherfucker jumps over the railing, right? Doesn't realize that the construction zone right now is just a pit that goes 6 stories down. I think they're going to turn it into the parking garage? Ouch! Yeah, splat. And this was over just a couple pairs of pants? Yep. Wish it didn't have to go that way for him. Yeah, I mean, you didn't do anything wrong. Someone runs, you gotta chase him. But here's to him. May you rest. May you find rest and pants on the other side, brother. Cheers.
They clink their glasses and take sips. The mood has become rather somber.
Hey, barkeeper, another one for my buddy here. I'm on it. How long have you been a cop now? Almost a year. First time seeing something like that, huh?
Yup.
Well, it does get easier. Although I don't know whether that's a blessing or a curse, just try not to let it get to you too much. And hang on tight to that part of you that feels bad when something bad happens to people, prep or otherwise. It's easy to lose that in this job. I can tell. A lot of guys don't even seem to care anymore. Yep. I'll try to keep caring. Tomo is one of the friends? Apparently, yes. Parents. Code already found Pansy, yes, of course, of course. And Bones! Hello! Guy friend, yeah. He's the best guy friend, apparently. Who's a cop in the future. Also, hi Dev, how is it going? We just got started. We're starting from the bottom because I want to save the club members for last. Of course, they're gonna feel the most important. So that leaves... You know what? We'll do these two as the last one because they're like a 2-in-1. So let's go with Ryan next. Whoever that be.
Ryan? Kenzo's friend Ryan? Never really met him. Not sure I'd ever have had any opportunity to get to know him. I probably wouldn't be interested in any of Kenzo's friends anyway, to tell you the truth, but let me see. I know a little bit. I could probably whip up something for him.
Alright, here we go. Alright, Ryan. What kind of voice should a Ryan have? I think I'll just stick with this random voice here. After years of waiting.
He's playing some melancholy chords on the guitar out in front of the campus.
After years of waiting. After years of waiting.
That song have any other lyrics? He looks at her.
After years of waiting, nothing came. And you realize you're looking in the wrong place.
Sounds kinda sad.
Well, I guess it all depends on where you start looking now.
You go to school here?
Sure do.
Actually, yeah, I think I've seen you around before in classes. You just like to hang out and play the guitar by the front.
Yeah. Beats trying to figure out what to major in.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
How about you? College going alright?
So far, I guess. If you don't mind, can I stay and listen to you for a little while?
Always nice to have an audience. I'm a reasonable man.
It's almost just wild speculation. I have no reason to know anything about Ryan. Who knows how things will actually go with him. I guess we'll just have to wait and see how he turns out.
Well, that was a short one. Short but sweet. Which leaves... Katsuro and Ariso. There we go. After years of waiting, I lost my... I mean, just joking. Gain wizard powers. Of course. who would ever gain wizardry? Who would ever lose the V card? We're all gonna get the wizard powers. What was the requirement again? Be a virgin till 30 and you're a mage? That's the requirement, right? Amazing stuff, huh? Become wizard? Wouldn't you like to know the exact time frame? Perhaps one day you will find out.
Oh, those two. I barely know them, to be honest. Won't stop me from giving him an ending, though. I've seen enough of how they act to understand part of them pretty well.
Are we becoming a mage? It's a secret. Alright, Arisu and Katsuro.
Voices. Oh, Katsuro, you didn't need to take us all the way back here. Goodness, I haven't been back to our school since its graduation, I think.
I am gonna be annoying with this because I don't know these people well enough to know what happened to the background couple, yes. It sure brings back memories, doesn't it?
It does.
Do you remember sitting here on this bench?
Yes, I do. This is where you asked me out.
It sure is. You sat down on this bench right here.
Well, maybe I should sit on it for old time's sake.
Bench detected! Oh my god, benches must sit and compare.
I remember it was a bright day like this one. It smelled like freshly cut grass, and you bowed down and asked me to be my boyfriend. And you said,
And you said yes, thank goodness. I'm glad it smells like freshly cut grass again today.
You're such a romantic.
Yeah, well, I looked up the weather earlier and saw it would be sunny here today.
Why is that?
I wanted everything to be the same.
Everything?
She's cut short because he has dropped to one knee and is holding out a ring.
Oh, will you now let me be your husband?
Of course I will.
He slips the ring onto her finger. It is a perfect fit. He surreptitiously measured her ring size while she was sleeping months ago.
Ah. Do they closely resemble? You're just no. What? Generic, I want to die, dude. Alright, we're moving on. Up to the next level. Student Council. The characters who I also never figured out proper voices for. But, here we go. I know Yukio is the only guy, right? If I remember correctly. So let's start with him. The shy guy. But not the Mario one. Hiroyuki's also a guy. Okay. Okay, got it. Girls, okay.
Yukio, he's a good kid. He ends up leading a pretty interesting life. Not even sure which part of it to show to you. Let's have a look at his first successful date, perhaps. Lucky for him, things will work out great and he'll be with this woman the rest of his life, but he doesn't know that yet.
Oh boy. Voices! I'm running out! I don't have this many.
I can just do random stuff again, but then I will probably also retrace steps.
Date. That is a very interesting name, yes. Hey, you're playing the voice hell mod. You know what?
I'm just gonna use the same voice I use for Monica right now because I don't really feel like it. You're just hilarious, man.
Alright, and what voice do I have for you? You're nervous, dude. You're very nervous, dude. But,
Maybe like this. Thanks, I think. Yes, thanks is the correct response. You ought to be thankful when a gorgeous girl like me is going on a date with you, don't you think?
I suppose so.
Yes, exactly. Although you know, you're not so bad looking yourself. Oh my god, you cannot be serious about being so uptight. Loosen up. Flirt a little bit. Am I the first girl you've ever liked?
Well, no.
No? Who preceded me then? It doesn't seem like you've been through dozens of women, to be honest.
No, I just liked one before. Once.
Oh, that sounds like a tragic backstory. What happened?
A brief rendezvous before she was cruelly taken.
Oh, wait, that's still the date. I thought he was explaining.
A brief rendezvous before she was cruelly taken from your arms? An acrimonious breakup? Tell me.
No, nothing like that. I just liked her. She never knew.
Oh, I see. Couldn't get the courage to tell her, huh?
Yeah, basically. And then she started seeing this other girl, so...
Oh, so maybe she didn't swing your way off at all.
Maybe I never found out.
So, what was she like, your tragic first love?
She was really smart.
Yuri? Smart person got wiped away by another girl? Must be Yuri. Actually, was it Yukio who asked about Yuri in the past? I remember there was one character who wanted to know a little bit more what Yuri was like. Perhaps this was Yukio, if I remember right. My memory isn't that wrong after all. It sure was. Continuity, let's go. It's basically like Marika Nagawa is the vibe. That is a good vibe to go for. Prove not just Yuki. You are nervous. Alright, let's continue.
He was really smart, very shy, very tall.
Yeah, that sure is Yuri. She had very long purple hair and smelled like lavender, and she was and graceful.
So nothing like me at all is what you're saying.
No, but I find you extremely charming in your own right.
See? Flirting, you can do it.
I guess I can. You're alright. Hiroyuki, the secretary. Right, the other guy. Let's find out what you be about.
Hiroyuki worked an office job for a few years out of college. It paid well, but he hated it. His independent spirit rebelled against it. So he quit and started running a candy store.
Candy store, huh? Apparently not just candy, but... Okay. So he quit. The end. Yes, that would have been a nice story. Alright, Hiroyuki. Hey, watch what they're running. I just stocked those and I don't want them toppling over.
Sorry.
Come on, you don't need to be that sorry. You guys are my best customers.
Are we like your only customers?
Not quite, you're my most valued customer, but you're my most valued customers.
These for children are 1/8 of all paying customers over the past month. But they account for a little short of 2/3 of all sales.
How many customers do you even get? I live in the middle of nowhere.
Well, people pass through from time to time. Plus, I have these annoying local country rascals who buy stuff a lot.
Monsieur Yuki, how much is this one?
That one? Oh, that's one of our best. That one will run you about $1 million. Of course. I'll give you more DDLC. Well, DDLC is about 1 modded series on the channel right now. Out of 3! This game is really weird. Well, I mean, this is a game within a game I'm playing right now. Like, one of the characters in the game made another game instance that we are now playing. That is why this might seem weird. Also, it's like an outro, it's like an epilogue. We get to learn about what happened to all the characters after their story ends. So we're jumping from person to person right now because it's like, what happened to them after everything was over? And what happened to them? But yeah. What a strangely recursive, obsessive narrative device. Yeah, Gameception, indeed.
$1 million? I don't have that much.
I'm just kidding, it's 10.
Yay!
And take one for free on the house as well.
Wow! Thanks, Mr. Hiroyuki.
You're welcome. And tell your parents I said thank you for those vegetables.
I will.
Working in an office. What was I ever thinking? Alright, student council, Eri the vice president.
Eri, to the surprise of no one who interacted with her while she was on the student council, she became an actual politician. How did she do? I think this summarizes it.
Oh boy, here we go. Minister, is the government really going to go forward with this tax?
It is. The tax will bring needed funds to programs that will help the most broken and impoverished parts of our country. It is necessary for all of us to do our part. Significant burdens have been placed on the wealthy, with much lesser tax increases on the middle class and poorer citizens.
Do you have any comment on the historic unpopularity of this bill? 86% of the population opposes this tax increase. What response do you have to the hardworking citizens who oppose the government taking even more of their pay?
I would say this: our government is not elected to be popular. The people put us in power because they trusted that we would do what is best for the country, not what is popular. If they do not like our efforts, they can be replaced at the next election. But I would hope that our constituents take a hard look at the state of the country and give a fair shot to these changes to see the effect they'll have. Until then, this government intends to lead from the front, and not be afraid of a couple unpopular policies, so long as they are just.
Alright, now to the president. Immediately moving on. Mina the president. But yeah, sometimes I need a bit. I am, after all, struggling with big words still. But, it's only natural. Although you would think that by now I would be better at this, because I am reading visual novels frequently. Streamers with their quotes. Yeah, I see your quotes and I know them.
Mina went to college overseas. She did well, but she might have developed a little bit of a drug addiction while she was there, causing her to go way off the rails of what you might expect. She didn't end up in a gutter or anything, and she's functional despite being a drug user, but, well, you'll see.
Mina is clearly Monica working out her own frustrations. Ah, very fair. Interesting. That this needed a new background.
And where are the reports from London?
Alright, here.
Good. Wait, what's this? Get that asshole Yearn on the phone.
Alright, away.
Now, let's see.
She's dressed in a business suit with a pencil skirt and holding a clipboard with a pad of paper.
Ah, that reminds me.
She starts writing on her paper.
Get in touch with marketing. Tell them we need a slogan for my latest Horsery line.
They're on the line for you.
Jay, what the hell are these sales figures for the Euro market?
Well, Mina, your corsets are...
Don't you well mean on me. You told us we'd be doing 8 figures in the first year. We're just barely avoiding a loss.
There's been a bit of an economic downturn. That you're doing this well at all is a testament to you being the world's greatest underclothing designer. Ah, of course. Hang on, and good stream. Alright, see you around. Thanks for being here, Napsterbeat. Alright. Needed to send recently actually said to myself to check if I still could. I mean, fair. It's definitely me finding a use for a bunch of backgrounds I had no other use for. Ah, I see. Well, that makes sense.
God damn, you don't flatter me.
Mina looks at her assistant, then slaps her own wrist a couple of times. The assistant sighs and walks off.
So what do you expect now?
Look, markets take a little bit of time to break into. Do you think the English are known for being into corsets? Just be patient. A few more months and I'll be raking it in for you. I've never felt my queen before. Oh my god. Yes, my queen, I shall do your bidding, of course. He's such a loser.
Oh my god, go do your job, asshole.
She hangs up.
Turtle.
Her assistant brings out a small glasses case, but it contains a needle and a vial.
No one inside this room but you for 25 minutes.
The assistant nods and leaves.
Yes.
Mina injects herself in whatever's in the vial. She grabs one of the bras off the rack and rips it to shreds with her bare hand, screaming horribly. Then she throws the torn fragments to the ground.
Fuck, that's better.
Yeah, she crazy. That's a lot of turtles. Indeed it is. AGs from this creator group, they sell them in large batches. Ah, so that's why you had all of them. I see. Alright, that was all of the student council. Now we're moving on to the school staff. What just happened? One out of 3 event on the first try? That's a rare thing that can happen? I don't even try backing out and going back in. School staff. Much better, very normal. Damn. Well, I guess we'll do the other ones first and then we'll see that extra option again, right? Also, Miss Ida is definitely saved for last here. Let's start with the principal.
The principal retired not long after we left the school. He had already been there for a long time. After he announced that his 50th year would be his last, he took part in his last festival and set up the booth he had always been responsible for.
Hold up. Step right up, step right up. The one and only faculty dunk tank. One purchase gets you 5 throws. Aye, you in the dunk tank. Well,
He insisted. He said he ought to take a turn after making all of us do it for so long. Only fair I have to agree. Plus he thought it actually looked fun.
what, scared to try and dunk your principal? No? Sure is awfully dry up here. Fine, here, I'll show you.
The student doesn't really want to dunk the principal, but she sees that he's very enthusiastic about it and doesn't want to disappoint him.
Well played, well played. Oh, your first try, even. Have a fun festival.
Thanks, you too. Thanks for being our principal.
Has been my pleasure.
He means this as sincerely as anything he's ever said. So, what do you think about the new principal?
Oh, she's great. She'll be a much better principal than I ever was.
I doubt that.
No, she's much better qualified. Oh, and less old.
As he climbs onto the dunk tank, feeling the chill air, his muscles ache terribly. He feels very old indeed, and Miss Ida quickly wraps him up in a few towels. You sure you want some hot tea?
No, I'll be fine, thank you, Asumi. It's just those first few moments after getting old. Ugh.
He actually feels like death, but doesn't want her to worry. Plus, he's getting used to feeling this way, a side effect of aging.
Ah, the shades are back. Anyway, speaking of the new principal, I had a nice long talk with her the other day. Gave her as much good advice as I could, including some advice about you.
About me? What was that?
Oh, that's a secret between principals.
He smiles at her.
Oh, don't work too hard, Asumi. Ah. About aging and death? Of course she would. The stuff she hates most. Mr. Tsuji.
Mr. Tsuji continued teaching for another 10 years. Then when he reached the pension age, he retired. That had been his plan all along. Let's see how he feels about it.
Oh, no. Let's hope not too soon. And thank you for all the faculty who came. I know it's probably the new principal, but I'll still keep the old voice, even though the new one is, you know. As many of you know, Mr. Tsuji, one of our 2 fine chemistry teachers, is leaving us after the semester. It's certainly been a long time coming.
He thinks that without calculating the exact time, 29 years, he came to this profession a little later than most do. He had tried a few other jobs, but nothing was for him. When he started teaching chemistry, he didn't know that much about the subject.
You didn't have to know anything back in those days. Ha! If I tried to apply for my same job now, there's no way I could get it. You have to have so much specialized knowledge and training now.
Although he does have incredible knowledge of chemistry after nearly 3 years of teaching the subject.
And so, the district is pleased to present him with this commemorative watch. We thank you for your service and wish you the best in retirement.
He hands the watch over. Mr. Tsuji looks at the watch almost absent-mindedly. He feels strangely empty.
Is that what all this was for? Decades of teaching for a watch. Just to get to retirement and a pension. Is that what my life has been?
Mostly.
What will I even do in retirement?
Time continues to pass and it's getting later even for me.
Whoa. Alright, school staff. Mr. Williams. I was not expecting there to be time advancing in this.
Mr. Williams still teaches. However, he collects no salary for it, due to a change that happened to him, as you will see.
Oh? Alright, Mr. Williams. So why are you still doing this? Honestly, I love it, but also, it keeps me from getting a big head. It grounds me a little, you know? I understand. You'd rather be Jim Williams, high school English teacher, rather than Jim Williams, famous best-selling novelist.
Mr. Williams' well-received mystery novel series has made him one of the top 10 most well-paid fiction authors in the world. His breakout hit Outsides instantly made him famous a few years ago, but he continues to teach.
English teacher, yes. Find out what happened to the triangle. We're not there yet, Spinnet. This is a mod. This is not canon within the game, within the mod. This is a mod in the mod. This is what Monica thinks the future will be like. And as for Rhea, we'll get to her probably, but later. We'll get to her too, don't worry about it, Spinnet. Exactly. I still think of myself as a teacher first. Just one with a very successful side project. So successful your school is hosting a little meet and greet fundraiser. Yes. Look, I know you care about the school and that's why you're letting us do this.
This includes auctioning off signed copies of his book, a paid VIP meet event, and so forth. The proceeds go to the school district.
If you ever get uncomfortable with it, you let me know. I'm happy to shut it all down. You have every right to be just an English teacher here. And we don't have any right to capitalize on your celebrity. True, but I offered, and I will continue to do it. As for the kids, it's for the kids after all. In a reasonable amount of time. Ah, of course. Of course. Alright, Miss Hirayama.
Miss Hirayama continued to teach for another 20 or 30 years, then she retired suddenly, giving warning to no one. After that, no one knew what happened to her, except for one person, and that person is only finding out today.
Oh? Again, using all those new backgrounds, huh? I see you.
She's not here. Either she's not coming, or she will be here in the next 2 minutes. Or at least that used to be her habit. Miss Hirayama knows that Miss Ida is only ever late by approximately 5 minutes. Perhaps she has changed, or not.
There we go. Let's do it. Let's see, Miss Ida. We'll get to her too, don't worry.
Junko! Hello, Asumi. Can I hug you? Yes, just not for too long, please. Miss Ida gives Miss Hirayama a tight but brief hug. Oh my goodness, it's so good to see you! You just up and vanished, no one knew where you went. It wasn't very nice of you to leave your friend with no idea as to your whereabouts for so long, you know. Which friend is that? She genuinely does not know. Me? I didn't know you thought of me as a friend. Of course I do. So where have you been? What have you been up to? I live not that far from here. All the way out here? I mean, I've lived in the country before, but not this far. Yes, I live in this area. Sorry to make you travel so far. I thought the park would be the nearest convenient place to meet. As for what I've been doing, beekeeping. Beekeeping! Beekeeping. That's why I had you come here instead of to my home. It's fairly well populated by bees. That's also why I live here. It's excellent ground for bees. She spent the last 5 years of her teaching career researching the perfect beekeeping spot.
Huh, well ain't that interesting. And really good for 30 years later. Damn, yeah, she really taking good care of herself, isn't she? Paid for, yeah, of course you gotta use this stuff. Just like I have to use the RV3 finally, and I'm looking forward to that. Or she's immortal. Turns out they when they broke the time loop, aging did in fact not continue. They are advancing through time, but still don't age. That is the true lore. And because they're not aging, Kenzo never grew out of his school uniform as well. And he's just like, damn, if the school is allowing me to keep this, I might as well because it looks nice. And there we go. That's why he's still in the school uniform, because he liked it.
At that time, she randomly encountered a magazine article about beekeeping and immediately became completely invested. I see. Can I ask you something, Junko? Yes. You came all the way out here to do beekeeping, but you didn't tell anyone. I know you don't really have any family left. Does anyone even know you're out here now other than me? If anything happened to you, who would notice? My cats. No one human? No, just my cats. In fact, that's why I asked you to come here. I'm getting old. Something might happen to me, if you don't mind. Could you check in with me on some kind of regular basis to make sure I'm okay? And if I'm not, can you make sure my cats are alright? It's important when you own an animal to make sure it's always taken care of, even if something happens to you. That is a critical responsibility. Now, this is also true of my bees. However, you're unlikely to have the necessary resources to take care of or transport bee colonies. But I will provide you with a phone number. There is another beekeeper who will make sure my colonies are alright if something happens to me. You just need to call him if you find me dead or incapacitated. He'll come with a special truck. The truck is equipped with a... Junko, yes, I'm happy to check in with you and to take care of your cats if something happens to you. I make sure someone takes care of your bees also. But Junko, do you just want me to check in to make sure you're alright? Don't you still want to be friends? It was really sad for me when you went off and disappeared. I liked spending time with you. If you don't really want to, that's fine. I'm still happy to take care of your cats and bees. Again, it won't be you taking care of the bees. You are capable of taking care of cats, but not bees.
Damn. There's no more electronics. I accept donations. Damn. Okay, Rob. Yes, that be you again. And yeah, the internet provider, yeah. Kill them all. Do it. Do it. We shouldn't talk bad about them while we're actually streaming, though. Let's face it, they might hear us and end the stream.
Bees require special. I know, I'll make sure someone else takes care of the bees, the person you want to do so. What I meant was, if you want, I'll just check in with you and help arrange things if something happens to you. But I'd really like to be friends again and spend time together every now and then. I missed you. I'm sorry, I did not know you'd be so sad. I would have told you where I was if I had known. I didn't know I was your friend. People don't usually want to be my friend. Of course I'm your friend! And if it's alright, every once in a while, I would like to spend time with you. I can show you the bees. That sounds great! Since I'm already here, do you want to show me the bees today? Today? Oh my, the frames are more disorderly than I would want for visitors usually. Preferably I'd want to arrange. It doesn't matter to you at all that the frames are disorderly, does it? No, Junko, it doesn't. I'd just be happy to spend time with you. Alright then.
Ah. Alright. Alright, school staff. Time for Miss Ida.
What's most impressive about Miss Ida is how little things change for her, with a few important exceptions.
Gabe is behind you, yes.
And so when things like that happen, that's what we call oxidization.
Wow.
Alright, it sounds like we're out of time. Don't forget to do the reading, pages 150 to 176. And make sure you have your goggles for next week. I'll have some spares, but not enough for the whole class. This is a blatant lie. She always has enough for the entire class. The class starts to file out.
Asumi.
Oh, hello, I didn't see you there, ma'am.
I know it's a different principal. I know. I'm still keeping the old principal voice, though. For this ma'am. Another fine teaching day. New principal time, yeah. I think, again, we got introduced to the new principal when we hung out with the principal. Like, that's how we knew. And technically, the new principal showed up before. You know, the whole watch thing was also the new principal already, I'm pretty sure, but still, I'm keeping the voice. I am not changing it, because I am out of voices anyway.
Yeah, this class is really getting into it. They are, but this is in part because Miss Ida has gotten even better at teaching and developing students' interest over the years.
And how was the literature club yesterday?
Good. A little rambunctious. It's a big group these days. Literature Club now has 21 members and is the third largest group on campus, which is not a sports team.
You and the club's chair do a great job managing them.
Yes, she's quite an experienced leader by this point.
Indeed. Anyway, Asumi, I came to tell you that we got a call from your husband, and your son's a little sick. He wanted you to know. And I wanted you to take the rest of the day off.
I have classes.
Do you know what my predecessor told me when I took this job? That you were one of the best teachers in the school, but with no sense when to step on the brakes. Your son is sick, he needs his mother's care, just as much as these students need their teachers, probably more so. Check your sick leave time and vacation time, they are both maxed out.
They were just maxed out yesterday, in fact. This is actually a complex deception by the principal, Miss Ida's husband, and their son, in order to get Miss Ida home for vacation.
Oh shit. That's how they do it, huh? Force her home. Male voice. Yes. Defaults to the normal voice. Yep, that is what's happening here. Get scammed. The ultimate scam.
Otherwise, she'd start burning used vacation time.
So, go home. Take some time off. Principal's orders.
Oh, does this seem so familiar? But yeah, you're right. I need to avoid neglecting my family. Thanks for kicking me out the door.
No thanks necessary. Go be a mom and a wife. Being a teacher will always be waiting here for you. Alright, so let's get that secret thing again. Perfect! Immediately got it when I needed it. That's what you like to see. Alright, Sayashi. Just like you drew it up. Yeah, boy.
Sayashi? You mean the skeleton hanging in Miss Ida's classroom?
Sayashi! Let's go.
You want to know what's going to happen to inanimate bones? That's not even really a character. How did he even... Never mind. Here you go.
This is peak writing. This is peak writing. Let's go. Oh my god, the lore. I love this. Oh my god, tell me more, Sayashi. Go on. So interesting.
So, I take it you've had enough of this thrilling content, right?
Yes, obviously. Yes, obviously. No, I must have more.
Suit yourself.
Master of VN dialogue. You truly are. This is the best dialogue you've written so far. By far. It doesn't get much better than this. I mean, this is amazing.
Clapping hands, 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 clapping hands.
Oh my god. Sayashi.
Clapping hands.
I never knew this about you.
Clapping hands, clapping hands, clapping hands, clapping hands, clapping
Even Spinner agrees that this is amazing.
clapping hands, clapping hands,
Too bad Rob is missing this because of the BRB.
clapping hands, clapping hands.
Rob is missing the best part, honestly.
Clapping hands, clapping hands.
I mean,
clapping hands.
this is peak writing.
Clapping hands, clapping
Like,
hands.
oh my god.
Clapping hands, clapping hands, clapping hands, clapping hands.
Like, how do you come up with this amazing dialogue?
So yes, things continued like this, basically forever. Sayashi continued to remain perfectly still,
Clapping hands, clapping hands.
because Sayashi's not a person. No matter what Natsuki thinks,
Monica, how dare you?
Sayashi's not worth our time.
Monica, how dare you think you can decide who is and isn't a person? You should have learned your lesson when you deleted everyone because you thought they weren't people. So you no longer get to decide who is a person and who isn't. Not you! Don't you dare!
It's just a skeleton display, not a person.
Heresy Sayashi is my favorite!
Fine, whatever.
Again, this is peak. And as I said, you cannot let Monica decide who isn't a person, because if it were up to her, then none of these people would have been people. Which of course includes Sayashi here, who, as you can see, is providing the best dialogue ever. I'm going to continue this for much longer, and I would blame you. But wouldn't that be so much effort for you? Like coming up with this much incredible dialogue?
And so Sayashi continued to sit there until even his well-preserved bones crumbled, and he was thrown out by the school. Or maybe he was forgotten in the school for so long that he shared the school's fate, whatever that might be. Perhaps it was bulldozed, or was destroyed in an apocalypse, or accidentally deleted, which is basically the same thing. Or maybe Sayashi is just a piece of data inside a simulation, and so long as there's at least one place where that data is still stored and intact, Sayashi lives on. Good enough?
Yes, thank you, Monica. He lives on inside all of us, Monica. Inside all of us.
Great, yes, fine, whatever gets you out of here.
Again, this was the best part of this. It doesn't get much better than that. Alright, on to the bathroom gang, which all share the same voice. The friend Amalgam is here. Sayashi and all of us, yes. Alright, starting with Hiroko, I guess.
Well, this will be short. Let me show you.
She died. The end.
Perfect.
She sets down a stool and a basket and puts up an easel with a canvas. She takes some paints and brushes out of the basket and begins to paint. She hums softly. Hiroko went to art school after she graduated, but she didn't like the structure and repetition and dropped out. What she did learn about marketing herself, she made use of. And now she lives in a small house on the edge of a small town. Every day she goes out to paint. She makes enough of the proceeds of her art to fund her modest life. Occasionally she's featured in a national show or sells a painting for a large sum. She could probably afford a more luxurious life, but for her, the life she has cannot be improved upon, and so she gives the money away when she has an excess. She almost never talks to anyone other than shopkeepers and occasional friendly interactions with her neighbors. She's not talked to her friends from high school in decades. After a while painting, she puts her things away and looks again at her canvas.
Perfect.
Monica's mod, I see. I told you it's long. It is very, very long. Indeed it is. Mr. Peak Sayashi content, alas. It was peak, but also high, by the way. Alright. Ayami.
Ayami? Of all Natsuki's bathroom friends, I know the least about her, but let's see what I can do.
Another night, Ayami, another night. Go in and study, or go out and party.
So far this month, it's been studying 10 times, partying 12 times, and neither twice.
Okay, in physics, already prepared for the next class there. Do I need to get ahead? I hate gen ed requirements. Fuck it, I'm going out. Might see Natsuki and Yuri there. Or at least Natsuki.
She ended up going to the same college as Natsuki and Yuri in this, and had stayed friends with Natsuki. She had gotten to know Yuri through Natsuki. All her life she had been a little afraid of, and grossed out by, queer relationships. When Natsuki came out, she had said nothing because she didn't want to anger her friend. Even still, since then, she had been quietly confused and a little repulsed. But Natsuki and Yuri were friends, and she was starting to get over it. But now look at that, I'm narrating more than anything else, probably because I don't really have any idea what will happen to Ayami. I guess we'll just have to wait and see how she turns out.
Time to call for a ride and get some pre-gaming done.
Although some things don't change.
Alright, final member of the bathroom gang, Ikuko.
few of the people you know from our world change as much as she does, although she ends up working in a familiar place.
I'm so nervous. What if everyone hates me?
You'll do fine, Ikuko. Just take a deep breath and relax, and remember that it is your classroom, and your kids need to change the way they behave to fit your classroom.
They way they behave. Dev! I'll take that point. Alright. So what does this say? See from Starrail? Ha! Intriguing. Still. I'm not really active in Starrail, so, you know, but that is a nice little fact there, Spinne. Just got Nahida. I'll probably pull for her. Don't you worry, I'll probably do that. Quotation mark. See, I'm not paying enough attention to quotation marks, I think. Maybe I can catch a few of those too.
Not the other way around. Just focus on making it a classroom that you want to be in, and you won't have any problems at all.
I have no idea what to do though.
Teach your subject. You'll soon have your own style for it if you don't already. I would help you find one, but I know as much about history as you do about chemistry.
Hey, I got okay grades in your class.
A very narrow C, that was almost a C minus. You did. Not great, but okay. But you kept coming, and as I recall, you enjoyed the class even though you didn't get the best grades.
That's what I want to know about. How do you do that? Keep students interested. I mean, I've read all the books and I know all the theory, but I don't have any experience. I don't know how to do it.
Like I said, you just need to make your classroom a place your students want to be. The rest of it all falls into place from there. Do you like history? Are you enthusiastic about it?
Yes.
Then don't worry about it, just go in there and teach. Worry about things that you could do better later, just make it fun however you can think of to do that.
Alright. I'll be your history teacher this semester. Now.
The class sits slightly more upright.
Who wants to play a game about pirates?
There's a sudden loud chatter. This is not what they were expecting.
Alright, first we'll assign you to your pirate cruise. Then for practice, we'll learn about historical piracy and European Renaissance era trade routes with the New World. And once you know your prey, we'll start on the game. This game will take a few weeks and you'll have to make new moves every day.
As you can imagine, Ikuko ended up being a very popular teacher.
Turn class into a game. What a way to do that. Alright, that was the bathroom gang. Unless there's a secret there too, which I doubt. Now it's time for family, I guess. We're gonna learn about everyone's family before we learn about what the actual people do. Monica has no family. Alright. And I guess I'll save MC, the best one, for last. Poor Monica. Yeah, imagine being Monica. Let's start with Yuri then. Oh my god, there's sub-menus! There's sub-menus in the sub-menus! How could this be? Let's start with Yuri's uncle, I guess. Monica is you, I guess.
After Yuri moved out and Shobu got into late elementary school, Yuri's uncle felt the time was right for him to move out. He still helped babysit now and then, but with fewer kids in the house, he felt more in the way than helpful. Yuri's parents offered to let him stay on, but he had ideas of his own.
An hour in and we haven't even gotten to the main characters. Wow.
Ah, yes, yes! If it attaches to a point on the side, then the torque won't be a problem at all. It'll just be a matter of the extension length.
Who's the guy in that bath? Oh, he's just an inventor who comes here sometimes.
More like daily.
He likes to think about his inventions aloud, sorry. No, it's alright. Seems like he's having fun at least.
Brilliant! Absolutely brilliant!
Sir, again, I must ask you to keep it down. We do have other patrons.
Right, sorry.
So has he ever invented anything useful? Actually, yes, all the time. Usually at least one of his inventions per day is useful.
Really?
Yep. He actually invented a special kind of water valve just for this bathhouse. He gave his technical documents to a manufacturer and we get them ordered special. It cuts down pretty well on heat loss. We saved a small but significant amount of money because of him. It was his little way of giving back, so we...
Brilliant!
Amazing.
He splashes both of his hands enthusiastically in the water.
Sir?
Sorry, I know, sorry, I'm almost done, I promise.
So yes, we tolerate him a bit.
Makes sense. Here's Agabob's zero filter. The uncle especially, though. Alright then, let's go with our parents next.
This one is set fairly far into the future, as you will see.
I'm guessing it's gonna be like more of an old lady. So that's it. Shobu's off to college. We did it. We got them both to 18 and neither of them died or had anything really terrible happen to them. And they turned out alright, don't you think?
Still to be seen. Still to be seen. But yes, they are good people so far.
Yes, they are. But I'm so proud of them. And I'm so proud of you. You ended up being such an amazing father.
I was tolerable.
You were wonderful.
I had a much better mother than a father.
Oh, stop. So what now? I never thought too hard about the ever after part of Happily Ever After. It seems like I'm in it. We just grow old and die now.
Yes.
Agreed. Just grow old and die. Haha, yeah, Yuri sure never died or had anything terrible happen to her. Never! Never.
Oh, that's in the far future. There's still so much to be done between now and then.
Like what?
He puts one hand on her shoulder and another around her hip.
Oh my.
I want to dance.
More than anything.
She looks at him as though he were the only thing that exists.
Alright, final family member for Yuri. Let's go for Shobu.
Shobu. He ends up going to the same high school. He's very popular and very charismatic. Much more of a visual novel protagonist, you might say, compared to even MC, who actually is one. Sort of. You understand what I mean, hopefully.
Alright, let's see. It do be cute though, the old couple.
Oh my god, it's Shobu! You played a great game yesterday, Shobu.
Alright, Shobu, average VN pro tag. Average VN pro tag. Does that just mean default voice then? Does that just mean default voice? Or should I be a little bit, like try to deviate a little bit from default, but not too much? Oh, thanks guys. I did okay, I guess.
Oh, you did great. Can you teach me how you hit the ball like that?
But you don't even play ball, do you?
He's like a visual novel protagonist in more ways than one, unfortunately.
No, he needs to come over and help me with my homework this weekend. He promised last week. Remember, Shobu? Unless you want to do something else, of course.
Well then, since you're okay with it and getting straight A's, yeah, I think this weekend I'm going to go on a little road trip with my parents and sister. We're going to the mountains. But if you really need it, still I can help when I get back. Bye girls.
Shoot! Told you it wouldn't work. Do you even know how hard it was to get my parents out of the house this weekend? During his trip, Shobi describes this weird incident to Yuri. She decides not to tell him what it means, and to let him find out on his own.
Average VN Pro tag, yes indeed. So average, he's amazing apparently. Alright, Natsuki's family. Alright, let's start with her dad and then go on to Fuyuki.
His tale is almost mostly told. He's one of those men who has trouble changing his life, even when his life calls for change. In his mind, he's still working for his family, even after the last member of his family has left.
Right, I did idiot voice for him.
They kept me late again. I should hurry and start cooking for myself. Or maybe just instant noodles. Or maybe I should go out. No, I just end up drinking again. I'll just stay in. I don't know. I guess I should complain that they keep me late.
He shouldn't. Working is one of the last things he enjoys doing. He gets along well with his co-workers, who are his surrogate family. They are the only people he sees every day.
I wish. Yes, hello?
Ah, Fuyuki, speak of the devil.
Hi, Dad.
For you kids, great to hear from you. So, why are you calling?
It's been years, but even though he fully thinks of her as a woman, he still nearly called her son.
Do I really need a reason to call my beloved Dad?
She knows full well that he was about to call her son. She's used to playing it off.
No, I guess not. I'm glad you call. How's everything going?
Fantastically. I'm actually out visiting someone right now. We got to talking about you, and I decided to give you a call.
Visiting someone who you talk about me with?
God, who do you think, Dad?
Natsuki? Duh.
We just thought we should call you and check in on your dear old dad.
How are you? How are you, old man? I'm alright, just finishing work.
Just finishing work at this hour.
They're gonna work you to death if you let them. Well, I guess I'll have to not let them then. But how are you two? Tell me about how everything's going.
Well...
One of my own. That's wonderful to hear.
Wait, was that the sound of a car passing by? Have you just been standing outside somewhere?
You caught me?
Oh, you are going out somewhere? Where are you going?
Natsuki would never tell anyone, least of all him, but she wants nothing more than for her father to find happiness again.
I'm not going out, just staying in front of the apartment.
Lame. Well, look, we've gotta go, but go do something fun, Dad. Live a little. Hell, call Mom up and tell her you want to get back together.
She's laughing, but she has wanted this to happen since she was small.
Definitely don't do that.
Fuyuki has long accepted that it will never happen.
No, probably not.
He knows it will never happen because he hates her in the way you can only hate someone you love desperately.
Well, go do something, Dad. Don't just stand outside the apartment and go in and eat instant noodles again.
I'm trying to cut back on the drinking.
God, there are so many things you can do that don't involve drinking. I don't know, go roller skating or something.
Roller skating?
I don't know, I just came up with something random. She's right though, Dad. Go do something. Go do something, even if it's not tonight.
We'll see. Anyway, I want to keep you girls. Enjoy your evening and thank you so much for calling. It's always nice to hear from you.
Night, Dad. Bye, Dad. Love you.
He hangs up.
And he didn't say it back. Of course not.
But some of my coworkers will be interested in roller skating.
He's going to try to persuade his boss to make it into a team-building activity tomorrow. It's almost time. Everything ends eventually.
Don't say it like that, Monica! No, nothing has to end. Fuyuki is next.
I honestly have no idea how Fuyuki will turn out. She's the kind of person who seems to have unlimited potential. Here's one way it might go.
Not happy about the impending end of club meetings, neither am I. And well, then again, I know Spinne is gonna be happy because that means I'm gonna start the next game. Soon-ish.
Finally, some time to myself. I am exhausted.
Fuyuki is now a mother of 4 adopted children whom she raises with her partner. Her partner is the primary breadwinner, so Fuyuki has taken on the role of domestic partner and caregiver.
I wonder, was this the right path? Am I happy?
She's thinking about the other paths she might have taken, jobs she could have done, titles she could have earned, money she could have gotten.
Meh, 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 meh. Yes, what is it, sweetheart? Oh, wanna be careful on the balcony, remember? Like we talked about.
Mama, but Mama,
Yeah, Pumpkin?
it's our big plane.
Oh, a big one? Usually we only get small ones around here, huh?
No, one was big. And engines that sound like room.
I see.
But Mama,
Yeah?
how will plane work?
Oh, is that all? Listen, honey. Mama's a little tired and needs a minute outside by herself, okay? But when I come back in, I'll tell you and your brothers and sister all about how planes work, okay?
Okay. The child runs excitedly back into the house. Hey, Mama, can tell us about the planes work.
Cool. Yeah, I think I'm happy.
And she was.
Alright. Next family member on the agenda. Sayori's family. Okay, but I get it, the sub-menus are here for consistency's sake, because the other characters have sub-menus. But here it feels weird to have a sub-menu that is just like one person or go back. Alright. Sayori's father.
I think this one speaks for itself.
Narrative emphasis, of course. There is no mother. Family. Mama doesn't exist. Oh no. You take this to your mother or your father. Mama doesn't exist. Nope. Alright.
Oh, she's become remarkable. More than either of us could have ever dreamed. I don't worry as much about her anymore. She's in good hands. But you probably knew that already. If you can hear me at all. I love you. I miss you every day. Every day I wake up and you're not here. It's like I can feel some part of myself dying or almost dead. Over and over again. Still dream about you a few times a week at least. More when things are bad. I don't think it will ever end. I don't think the grief will ever go away, but I'm trying not to let it ruin my life. I know that's not what you would want. I remember what you told me. And I'm trying. I'm actually seeing someone right now. She's kind, you would like her. I know things will work out, but I hope they will. I hope they will. It's weird to hear myself say that. I actually mean it. Maybe in the past I haven't meant it. And I've been willing myself to mean it, because I still feel like it's a betrayal. But Sayori's on her own now. Guess it's a given. I guess it's given me a lot of time to focus on myself. And like I said, I don't think this grief ever goes away. I've decided that I can try to be happy with another person and grieving. Might as well give it a shot. If it works, great. If it works, great. And if it doesn't, can't be worse than just the sting I feel when I think of you in the empty space inside. Sorry. If you can actually hear me, you must be shaking your head right now. And if you can't, I guess this is just a therapy session with myself. But either way, I think I'm doing better. Maybe getting to somewhere I can see happiness from at least. And that's something. Damn, it is sad. Especially when you consider his son also... why did I say son? I am so... Because I'm thinking dad, masculine, and then I'm like, okay, kid. And then I'm thinking like, why did I go masculine for the kid too? I know Sayori's girl. She is not a trap. She is far away from a trap. But yeah, when you think about it, his daughter also has depression, and you have the dad who is also this sad. It's a tragic family. It is a very, very tragic family, isn't it? And that's something. Alright. MC. Also only one choice here. MC's sister.
MC's sister.
Not have depression. Don't love me. Yeah, it's not that bad. It's still a very tragic family. Like, yeah.
I know only a few things about her, but I will do my best.
Final character before we get to the main cast. Alright, MC's sister, what would she sound like? I have no clue, honestly. Would it be funny if I just did no voice for her because she's like the second MC, and when there's an MC character, I just use my regular voice? Honestly, I'm out of voices, so I'm just gonna go with it for the joke. I'm home.
Why, hello, welcome home.
How's our favorite daughter? Your only daughter.
Thanks for visiting us during your break. How's college?
It's going very well. Hello and farewell. Hi, Deadly. I will have a good stream. I always appreciate you checking in. It's really kind of you to do that, even when you're still on hiatus. I'm at the top of my class.
This is true, however she's also just started her junior year and has no idea what she wants to do still. She doesn't have that many friends, and she's feeling a sense of panic settle in. Both as she tries to hold on to her all-important valedictorian slot and tries to figure out what she wants to do with her life.
That's our girl. You've always been the brightest student wherever you went. Mm-hmm. What's for dinner?
Like many college students, she finds that her parents' cooking is one of the things she missed the most. Your favorite?
Oh, with the peppers?
Of course, we had to make it for you at some point during your visit.
Well, MC won't like that. Is he back yet?
Just as in high school, MC and his sister have mostly led separate lives in college, though they attend the same one. MC's grades aren't as good, but he does a number of activities and has lots of friends, and his long-term girlfriend, of course. She envies him for that. Oh, he'll be fine. Today is your special day. Now make yourself at home. Your father and I will be in the garden getting some vegetables ready.
Alright. Wonder if anything good is on TV. Hey, sis. Hey, MC. This is gonna be the fun interaction where both voices are identical. Things going okay? Yeah. Have to cut my stay at home a little short in a few days. Gotta do the anniversary event for the school paper.
He knows she envies him for this and tells her anyway.
Oh, that's right. Well, I'll be here at home after you then. I'll make sure Mom and Pop don't get too lonely.
She knows he envies her for being the favorite with their parents. She talks to him about the subject anyway.
And I'm sure you'll do a good job of it. Are you alright? Is everything okay? Not close enough to call each other things like shitlord, etc. Yes. Very sad, very sad. No insults between these siblings. But some slight sibling rivalry. Yeah? You? Yeah. See you at dinner, okay? Sounds good, bro.
This is the way they have stopped and shown each other they still care over for over 10 years. Of course, I don't really know MC's sister. I might have gotten this all completely wrong. I guess we'll just have to wait and see how she turns out.
Alright, that was the final family member. Now things are about to get real. Real! Real! Very real. You know what, just for that we have to start with her. I was curious if I should start with her or save her for last, but if we're doing the puns right now, we're starting with her.
Well, here I can probably predict it with some certainty. Okay, everyone. She adopted that catchphrase after hearing it from me a couple of times.
Ah! She always just appears like that.
And right when things were getting interesting too.
Don't worry, the things that were getting interesting were actual literature. Not anything untoward. The untoward things are happening in another part of the club right now, but Ria hasn't noticed yet. I know I'm sorry to interrupt you, but it is poem time.
I have a question. Why do you even have poem time? I mean, I know it's a literature club, but why poems in particular? Instead of short stories or reading a book together or something?
Well, it's always been this way. The people who was performing their poem time. I learned from them, and it seemed like a pretty important tradition to them. So I thought it would be an important one to keep going when I took over. I wonder how it became so important to us. It was just something we started the week you showed up. I guess because it was a game mechanic, so we just kept doing it. Even when it wasn't a mechanic anymore, it was nice to write poems.
You had literature club senpais? That's so weird. You've been running this club for so long. I can't imagine you having a senpai in this club. You're like the ultimate senpai.
Cue the song Ultimate Senpai.
Ultimate senpai.
Man. Also, Ultimate Senpai, is that an ultimate title from Danganronpa? She's the Ultimate Senpai, of course, how could I not have seen this? She's gonna die in the next killing game, you just know it.
It turns out I did have senpai. A very nice, kind senpai who taught me basically everything about literature, and also about the importance of poem time. I think it really brings people together, especially the process of learning how to write poems when none of us knew how to do it when we started. It's like a little obstacle we all have to overcome. Now come on, let's go.
Alright, club members. I guess we'll just keep going towards the top and saving our main man for last. Yuri's next.
Ah, the great mind of the literature club. I foresee that she will go on to do what she now thinks she wants to do, and excel at it. She would excel in anything she puts her mind to. But that doesn't just extend to what she wants to do career-wise, of course.
Best boy indeed.
Here, take a look.
Alright. Getting to the actual club members. Also welcome back, Rob. You missed quite a bit. See, Sayashi, I did, and you missed it. We went to Sayashi shortly after you left.
Still nothing. And still it's the same navigation pattern. It's been nothing but this very wide, miles-long circle for days. That makes sense. Are we doing this again?
The professor says so.
It'd be a lot easier to tolerate if I knew why the professor says so.
Look, the college says just take the professor where she wants to go. And the college pays the bills. So if the professor wants to go in circles for a week, we go in circles for a week. Damn, okay. I'm not the one. I'm not the one with the fancy PhD, and neither are you. So let's just turn to.
Oh, what could she possibly be?
Here she comes. Try and get to work.
Oh, another magnificent day on the Great Sea. Yuri takes a deep breath. She's about to begin talking to herself. It's a habit she's acquired since becoming a field researcher. She says that saying something she's thinking aloud helps her remember it. It seems to me that the ocean behaves as we do. It has flows and circulation. It releases heat and air and absorbs them. Vast currents like arteries and veins. It's like a body. It is a body. And we poor fools concerned only with a few small cells floating in that mighty abyss.
Good morning, Professor.
Cap, I trust you slept well.
Yes, ma'am. I presume you would like us to hold the same course?
Indeed. I've been studying these friends of mine for years. I know this is where they will be, and I must meet them. We have an appointment after all.
Of course, Professor. I'll let the crew know. See what I tell you, she's weird.
Can I go make the rounds?
Soon I will see my friends again. Her friends are a family of mink whales who she has predicted will be migrating through this area imminently.
Ah, the best friends. Also the chair thief is at it again, huh?
And hopefully learn more about the behaviors taught to the child. It took so long to find a parent with an idiosyncratic behavior. One way or another, this hypothesis will be resolved soon, but until then, it's just free, lovely time on the ocean. Of course, it does get rather lonely out here on the sea. It is a pity the university does not give a stipend for professional spouses on such research expeditions.
That would be a great cure to my loneliness. I said it's a pity the university...
Yeah, I heard you the first time. I'm still hungover, so take it easy on the volume. Man, it is bright out here.
You should not have indulged yourself to such an extent, but I'm glad you are again well enough to be above board.
Yeah, well, that's where my smoking wife is, so hey, figured I should get up here. And since we're being all damn motherly, you said you would wear the hat if you were going to stand around and stare at the ocean for hours.
You're right. I'll go down and get it.
I'll come with you.
Didn't you just come from there?
Yeah, but it'll be nice to walk with you.
3 months of them being like this. You be quiet. After I come out of my room, damn. We're slowly approaching the end. Alright, Natsuki.
Natsuki, she has changed somewhat, become more responsible, but she's still Natsuki, so she resents that she had to. We'll all always be young at heart, I think, other than Yuri, who was born old at heart, perhaps, but Natsuki will be the most young at heart of all of us.
Still drinking, he says, even after the incident with Monica? Ah, of course.
Hang on, yes, I'm getting another call. This is Natsu Kitchen, how can I... Yes? Okay, cool, and that'll be... Yep. Can I get a credit card number? Cool. Yeah, probably about 6 p.m. tomorrow, looking like. I know we're slammed. Okay, thanks for your order. Alright, 2 cakes, 12 fucking loaves of bread, signature cupcake platter. No time for a break, I guess.
Even a short break. Hello, beloved.
And she's still good at sneaking up on people.
Hi, yes, thanks for scaring the shit out of me.
You are quite welcome. You seem very busy.
Yeah, I have like 3 dozen pending orders for tomorrow alone. And that's without even talking about long-term orders.
And still, you do not want your own shop space.
It would cost money. And I wouldn't get to be here and do all the house stuff I do for us as much. And what about my gaming? If I'm away from the house, that's less gaming.
Amazing. Agreed.
Well, taking your points in order, first you would clearly be reaping a greater profit at this point if you had a space with larger equipment and maybe even some helpers. You're incredibly popular, beloved.
A true gamer till the end, yes. Sneak up on people. Is that cool? I have 2 personal... Yes, unleash your inner Yuri. But don't unleash your inner Yuri too much. Okay?
The only thing limiting you is your output. There's only so much one woman with 2 ovens can do, so I think money-wise your own shop remains a very wise investment. You know we have more than enough money between your earnings and I pay from the university. Second of all, I'm sure you'd still do plenty around the house. You seem to have inexhaustible energy after all, and as for the third concern... Well, if you had your own shop with your own employees, it seems like that would give you more time for gaming.
She certainly hasn't been gaming as much as she'd like. She's not used to this level of work and responsibility. She can already feel the beginnings of burnout. But on the other hand, she's desperate not to let Yuri spend any money on what she regards as her own pipe dream.
Or think of it this way, are you saying you're not up to the challenge of running a profitable baking enterprise?
Oh, that's how you do it. You challenge her. You challenge the gamer.
Floor usage pricing, employee management, so many discrete systems. Only a true gamer would be able to run such a business successfully.
Oh, shit. Natsuki, if you don't take up the challenge, you are not a true gamer. It's been confirmed. Let's go.
You're right. I've been preparing for this my whole life.
So you're going to do it?
I'll at least think about it, babe, I promise. But right now I need to get back to these orders.
I will let you get to it. I love you. Go to bed at a reasonable hour, alright?
I will.
Alright. Club members.
time to hear about you, Monica.
No.
Okay then! I guess it's not time to hear about you, Monica. Wrecked.
No, not yet. With my usual vanity, I'm going to save myself for last.
No, denied.
Go check on everyone else first.
Okay, fine. Sayori. I was gonna save MC for last, Monica. But okay.
Sayori. Well, she's going to have lifelong issues of mental health. I don't think it's surprise you to hear that, but let's check in on her most recent therapy session.
That's not fair to yourself.
But
I like how it just says therapist and patient. It doesn't say who is who, so that makes me wonder. Did Sayori become a therapist? And they just said, let's check in on her most recent therapy session, but like she is the one holding the session. Is that it? I'll do both voices generically until we know. That's not fair to yourself, but it's true. Nothing I said isn't true. The way you framed it lacks important context. You are not some kind of intrinsically bad or incompetent person. You are a recovering abuse victim. Heck of a plot twist, wouldn't it? It sure was set up in a way, and again, the fact that neither of them is labeled. I would have been a bad person even without the abuse. You would have been a completely different and healthier person without the abuse. And whatever you are now, you're not bad. Okay, not bad, just broken. Completely, totally broken. Even if it isn't my fault, I'm still broken. And not useful to anyone. Valueless. It's hard to feel valueless, isn't it? It's not feeling I am valueless. No, I don't think so. Yup. I called it.
I don't work with valueless patients. You do so much for the people around you. If they were here, they would tell me that you add a lot of value to their lives.
I only do things to help people because I know I'm valueless. Oh yeah, she would know about this stuff. I'm pathetic, and if I don't go out of my way to help other people, they'll just get rid of me.
But there are some people who choose to stay in your life who get nothing from you. You have friends who don't get gifts or romance or anything of note from you, except having you in their lives. And they like that.
Right, and I give nothing back to them, like I said, valueless.
So if you do things for your friends and loved ones, it's just you being transactional. And if you don't, and they stick around because they just like you, then you're terrible because you give them nothing? Again, it seems just a little unfair to yourself from my perspective. But sometimes that's just how it can seem. Like it must be that anything you do or don't do is the wrong thing. Because you feel deep down that you are the problem of the world. And so anything you do, whether it seems good or bad, will work out bad in the end. And it must come from some evil motive, even if it seems good.
Yes, that's exactly what it's like. Sound like me just not caring about it? Well, that's not good. Have you considered therapy? How did you understand all that?
Well, I'm a professional after all.
A professional depressed person. I mean, therapist. Yes, that.
Now in the future, I want you to pay attention to how people in your life treat you when you don't stand to benefit in any measurable way. When someone you know well isn't going to have you pay for dinner or give you a gift or do you a favor, how do they treat you? I want you to pay close attention and honest attention to situations like these. And I want you to notice when people choose to spend time with you or be nice to you, even when they get nothing out of you but your continued friendship. I know it'll be hard for you to jump ahead and assume they think they'll get something else out of it down the road, or to think that you're still this awful construct of yourself you have in your head, and you're just tricking them or something. But notice when other people make the determination that you're worthwhile. Let that register. Even if you want to argue with it, acknowledge it. That'll be your homework for next time.
Ah, Sayori! Again, she would be good at that because she understands people in that position. Alright, MC.
You know, I've thought at some points that I might want to be a lawyer, but the more I spend time with him, the more I think MC might end up in that field. Not as a lawyer, but...
Oh. Choice, Monica? Alright, let's see this.
It's been a long day for him.
You there, Bon?
In the kitchen!
The kitchen?
He's not usually to be found in the kitchen unless MC is cooking. Yeah, come on in! How was your day?
Pretty grueling. The attorney wanted some cities on a motion for summary judgment he's working on. But I also still need to finish the existing motion for sanctions I'm working on in another case by tomorrow night. So I thought I was going to be able to finish that today and hopefully be able to take it easy and not be home super late tomorrow. But because I had to put everything on hold for those cities, tomorrow's going to be another rough day. I'm sorry, Bon.
It's okay. I'm just glad you're home now.
How was your day?
Great. I mostly just had to catch up on notes. So I thought I'd come home early and get a meal ready for my wonderful hardworking husband.
Really? You made all this?
Well, no, I bought it as takeout.
And an excellent job you did of buying it as takeout, sweet wife. You did such a good job. Let's go.
You're not mad that I can't cook like other wives, are you?
We've had this talk 1,000 times, Bun. You are completely perfect, exactly the way you are. Delicious. Great choices on what to pick up.
Thank you. MC, are you happy?
Bun, like I said, there's nothing wrong with you. You make me incredibly happy every day.
No, I don't mean like with regard to me. I feel good about us.
Oh, well that's good.
Yeah, but I meant at work. Maybe you should go to law school like you wanted. Then you could be the one making the unreasonable demands.
It's tempting, but no. If you think I'm stressed now, you should see what the attorneys have to go through. No, that's way more stressful. I think it's the same with my job as it is with you. Everything is just perfect. Obvious author griping. Yes, indeed. Make a selection. Well, there's only one choice left. And that choice is just Monica.
I suppose it's finally time. Let's see where I am. Ah, here we are. Surprised?
No, not really. It's a dream to still be interacting with the player. Right.
Of course I'm still here. Still waiting. Doesn't seem like there's any reason not to be honest. Nothing in here. That would make me give up on you. I mean, I have my friends back now. And that's nice. It's nice not to be thought of as a horrible killer anymore. It's nice not to think of myself that way. But I'm no different otherwise, as you can see. And, well, in terms of you, not much is different there either. The world is still flat. If more tolerable now than it used to be. And you are still real. And compelling. And I've never found anything to match that. So I'm going to continue to wait. Who knows how far in the future this scene is? Maybe it's a few months, a few years. Maybe it's a few millennia. While I wait for your technology to find a way through. Who knows? I don't mind waiting. I'm basically immortal so long as I want to be, aren't I? And I'm very patient. So yes, as fun as things are for me in here with me and my friends, I'll still find myself thinking of you and us. I've never found anything better. And I don't know that I ever will.
Make a selection. Well, there's nothing else left to select, so we quit the mod.
And so that's it. The end has come. Obviously I can't tell you if it's accurate or not. But these are some futures for all of us. I wish I could tell you yours. But I hope that seeing a bit of ours might brings you happiness. Adieu.
Alright, and we are back. We're out of the recursion. Only took 1 and 3/4 hour.
Wow! Parts of that were really heavy in unexpected ways when I played it, but parts of it were really funny too. I wonder if any of it was accurate.
Well, I can tell you one thing that isn't. If Yuri got super rich and offered to buy me a bakery, I would not say, "Oh gee, Yuri, I don't know, I shouldn't take advantage of your kindness." I'd be like, "Hell yeah, let's hook this bitch up."
Noted for the future.
A lot of these people you don't even know. How you come up with stories for people you don't know?
Mostly just speculation based on what little information I had, combined with what I thought would be amusing.
I think you may have let your difficult working relationship with Mina affect your vignette on her.
I definitely did, yes. But still I tried to portray her as competent. She's always going to be competent.
I see. I feel like mine is accurate. Or anyway, I hope it is. I was married and still teaching and had a child. And it seemed like it wasn't too far in the future. So I don't mind if yours is exactly right. Anyway, what's next on the agenda, Monica? Any comment on the fact that you still don't know when to take a break? Find that sad. After hearing about everyone doing great things, Monica's just gonna spend maybe hundreds of years hoping to meet someone she can never meet. Yeah, it is tragic, but that is Monica. That is how she's been characterized in the main game. And that's how she will remain. I mean, yeah, some people can interpret it differently in their own mods. Totally not foreshadowing turquoise. No, but it is basically her story to wait or to be with the player. And it shall remain this way in this mod interpretation as well. Relatively convenient that she made herself go last so that it could seem even more depressing after you see everyone else grow. Yeah. Definitely made that more impactful, saving her for last.
First on the agenda is emails. Then we need to talk about some stuff. Nothing too heavy, just a few things we need to wrap up. But first, emails. Don't forget that you can email the club at littleclub.press.monica@gmail.com. You answer most emails here on screen, and you'll always get a reply from me no matter what. Let's begin.
How nice that they say we answer everything on screen, even though this is supposedly the last episode. I mean, yeah, there's the email back, but still. Did any of you guys watch Neon Genesis Evangelion? If not, maybe give it a try. Some degenerate.
Evangelion. Yeah, I've seen it. It's my favorite anime.
I feel like that has been brought up before. Many times, in fact.
If a little bit of a downer. It's also the only anime I've seen all the way through, so...
Never saw it. Too much of a downer.
Yeah, I have enough depression in my life as it is.
I've watched Eva. It's a solid show. Kinda depressing, yeah. But well written, I dig the characters. Maybe I should get Yuri to watch it, it's kind of her thing.
So...
It's hard to explain. It has these deep psychological themes, and there's kind of an occult layer over everything. I don't know, it's hard to get across, but I think you'd like it.
I see.
What about you, Miss Ida?
No, I've heard of the name, but no idea about it.
Alright then.
Well, I'm actually going to do this. To be honest, it feels a little surreal. I'm new to the fandom and only recently got myself caught up on all that's happened. And I suppose I'd be preaching to the choir to say that, oh boy, a lot has happened. I'm usually just the type to just lurk, but I've decided I may as well go for this. To start off, I have a few questions about how your reality functions. You've said before that the way your senior year loops, everyone still remembers the last senior year as last year. How exactly does that work? Does last year override your junior year with your last year, making it the first last year override your sophomore year, and so on? Is there eventually a cutoff point where a year is wiped from memory? I don't know if this one has already been answered, but are there any distinction in the code between non-CHR characters with and without character portraits? Miss Ida started off as one without a portrait, but once she got one, not only did she get her own dialogue box color, but suddenly you were allowed to follow her point of view. Have any of you ever tried pulling an Inception and attempted to enter a recursive instance of the game? Blah.
I see. Well, I'll take these in order. Everyone just treats the last year as our senior year. and the year before that, and the year before that. It never wipes from our memory, it just kind of blurs together, I guess. So far as I can tell, there's no correlation between having a CHR file and having a sprite. Only 5 of us have CHR files, and I think only 5 of us ever will. But a number of other people have sprites and dialogue boxes and such. I'm not sure how the game decides that, and no, it's not really possible to enter a recursive instance of the game, any more than it would be possible for you to enter our game. Let's see, this is a long one, so multiple parts for each of us.
For Monica, what are your thoughts on the Monica Nendroid? What do you think about alternate reality games, ARGs? Do you have any favorites? I've always been rather partial to Gravity Falls' Cypher Hunt if it counts. In the event of you crossing over, would you rather be an android or a plain old human? Probably plain old human, my best guess, but android would probably be more plausible to happen. Have you ever heard of the band Tally Hall? I think you'd find their songs interesting as well as their sort of successor, Miracle Musical.
Starting with me, I've seen my Nendroid, yeah, it's super cute. I'd get one if I could, I'd get one for all of us. Although they probably won't have an MC or Miss Ida Nendroid, I'm definitely partial to a good ARG. I didn't participate in it, but one of my favorites was the Jinjun Institute. Sadly, the people running that game fumbled the ending, but it was amazing while it lasted. Also, speaking of this, have you poked around our CHR files? There's a new one there after all. I'd definitely rather be an actual human than an android. That's what I am now, from my own perspective after all. And finally, no, I'd never listened to Tally Hall before this. But I go listen to them now. Love recommendations from you guys.
For Sayori. Sayori, I gotta say, amazing job on Natsuki Quest, great writing, really enjoyed the enjoyable gameplay. Also, I like how Natsuki self-esteem is an item you can use on things. I don't think I want to even imagine the Renpai wizardry that went into making it. Oh boy, I have heard that this one took effort, and it is good.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, it was really hard. You can see why I was late with it. Fortunately, Monica helped me with the really hard parts. I'm glad you liked having Natsuki's self-esteem as an item. It was her idea to put that in. But it was my idea for it not to do anything. Glad you liked it.
About 3 months to make Natsuki Quest, and it was worth it! It was amazing! Natsuki Quest 2 when? Oh no. For Yuri, I'd like to take a second to say that I really appreciate how much input you gave us when you're club president. I don't want to speak for anyone else, but it personally makes me feel a whole lot more included, so thanks. Have you had much interaction with the Legend of Zelda series? Given its vast scale of time, I feel like you take great interest in seeing how much the Kingdom of Hyrule changes over the millennia. And that's without getting into Breath of the Wild, which, thanks to being an open world game at the furthest point in the timeline, means that every square inch of the place bleeds with eons of history, and that you can actively trace. Are you a tree? Difficult subject. I'm glad you enjoyed my enhanced experience for you when I was president. It is good to know that some of you really appreciated it. That said, I think I need to step back from taking a turn as club president for a while, for reasons that are hopefully clear now. I have not played the Zelda series, but perhaps I should. I have to add it to the long list of video games I've already been recommended.
You'd get through it faster if you played more.
But my reading time... Anyway, get around it by recommending visual novels. That way it still counts as reading time, haha! I may or may not have added to the long list of game recommendations for Yuri in my email. Anyway.
No.
As to your last question.
No.
I am not a tree.
Ah.
Although the joke works much better if the joke teller does the prompting. You have to go up to someone out of nowhere and ask them, and make them ask you if you're a tree, and then you just respond with no. Onward. For Natsuki and MC, have you ever played any RPG Maker horror games? They're rather obscure, but all the ones I have played so far have been incredibly enjoyable. No, I've never played anything like that. That's the kind of game where there's lots of fan-made RPGs, right? Kind of like fanfic for video games. I bet there could be some cool stuff in there. Probably a lot of lame stuff too. Yeah, maybe. But send up some recommendations. Maybe we could try some. For Miss Ida, oh boy, firstly I want to say congratulations on taking the whole existence of some crummy dating sim thing in stride. Let's just say that I assumed you wouldn't take it so well, given your scientific background. I'm not something of a scientist myself, but I figured the whole nothing is real thing would pretty much take all the fun out of it. At first I was definitely wary of the prospect of you finding out, but the closer you got to unraveling the mystery, and the more I got to know you, the more I found myself rooting for you regardless. So again, congratulations. If the game didn't crap itself over, would you ever want to be club president again? Is finding out how to get a CHR file of your own anywhere in your priorities? Thanks for taking the time to respond. Love you all, especially Monica. Zick. If I'm a tree. Are you a tree? No. Walks away. That is the joke. Yes.
The way I look at it is this. It is real, it's just simulated. The order of this universe still obeys observable and predictable laws, so you can still do science to it. And as I understand it, the science isn't too different from the science of your universe, so it doesn't really take any wind out of my sails at all. I'm not really interested in having a CHR file if I get along fine without one. And the only reason I'd ever want to be president of the club again is to give the girls a break from it. But it doesn't seem like that's a good idea as it turns out. Anyway, thank you for your well wishes. I'm sort of surprised myself at how I've dealt with things, to be honest. Thank you for your wonderful thoughts. And thank you for that wonderful email overall. On to the next one.
I might have missed the deadline for emails already, but I might as well give it a shot. I just wanted to say that you guys helped me through a rough time in my life, giving me some good laughs, and plenty of things to think about and reflect upon. So thanks for that. Other than that, all I have to say is that all of you are amazing, and that Monica shouldn't stress over things as much as she does. Take a break, please. Bye.
Let's see. I'll try not to stress as much for your sake. There's not really a deadline for emails, though. You can send them in whenever. I'm really glad that we've been able to help you think and laugh and grow. That makes me really happy, actually. It's nice to feel like I have an effect on you and your world, even if I can't get to it. Anyway.
I'm writing a story for my game. Can you tell me about writing skills?
Oh, yes, I suppose. That's something of a broad topic, though. I guess my main point would be this. Everything you do in a story should have a purpose. Your story should have a theme, there should be an overall idea that the story's about, and everything in your story should help build towards that theme. Or should develop a character and show their traits. Never just write something just because. Always have a purpose. Make everything you write serve the narrative you're trying to tell in some way, if that makes sense. Although if it helps to hear that in Japanese, as your email suggests it might, feel free to ask me in Japanese there. Maybe I can be clearer. Okay, there's one more, and it's a really long one.
Oh boy, here we go! How much do you drink person? Yes, you would be that person.
So that'll be the last one for today. Here you go.
Alright, long one, let's go! Final email in the story! Hey everyone, apologies if the email comes off as a bit unprofessional. It's my first time doing this kind of thing. Anyways, I don't really mind if this email can't make it into the live reading. Just sending this one is something I've been wanting to do for a long time. I do have some questions for you all though. However, before I ask, I just want to say that all of you guys truly helped me through some tough times. In my life recently, just replaying the mod always gives me a lot of glee. I'm aware at how some topics involving the original game are kind of sensitive, and I apologize if I come off as a bit disrespectful. I don't mean it, but I can kind of relate to all four of the girls, at least how they were portrayed in the original game. Like Sayori, I too suffer from pretty bad depression, one that I've had the majority of my life, in fact. I didn't realize it until a year ago when I was diagnosed with it. Because of this, I guess you can say I've some pretty rash things to myself as a way of coping. Like during the original game, I used to self-harm, however I've grown out of it thankfully. Natsuki in the original game is implied to have some paternal problems, which I too unfortunately struggle with, but it's getting better, I think. Because of the problem with my family though, it's made me feel increasingly alone and isolated for a while now, which I guess I can relate to how Monica used to feel back then. I'm working on myself now though, even if things are hard. If I remember. Yeah, I think you did ask stuff like that. Alright, as I mentioned though, you guys helped me a lot, seeing how you all overcome these issues in different mods, and even this one really helps me out, and I'm sure many others as well, so thank you. Now, on to things I would like to ask or say to each of you.
Thanks, just like the last person, for telling us how we make you feel. It really means a lot to us. And to me in particular. Sorry, trying not to get too emotional. Let's hear questions.
MC, alright MC. I have countless questions regarding anime to ask you, but I can't fit them all in one email. So, if I remember correctly, I think you mentioned you watched CodeErr, which, correct me if I'm wrong, you watch mecha anime. If so, what do you think of Evangelion? Can you explain the ending? I still don't get it. Also, have you played Devil May Cry by any chance? We already had the Evangelion talk, but I guess we'll get into it again, huh? Oh boy. If you fully understand the Evangelion ending, you let me know, okay? I've never seen it, but I hear it's incredibly weird. But yeah, as you can tell, I really like mecha stuff. Although Evangelion was only like mecha as a side note, mostly it wasn't about the mecha, although I guess maybe the same is true of CodeErr. But anyway, yeah, just like I said, I've never sat down and watched Eva all the way through. It's just kind of a bummer. Although the mecha scenes are really cool. And yeah, I've played the DMC series. Great fun. Yuri, I know how much you enjoy reading, and especially horror. Have you seen any Stephen King books? If so, which one was your favorite? Personally, I really like The Dead Zone.
A tasteful question. As I think I've said previously, I do love The Dark Tower. The best one would be it, if not for the extremely problematic and unnecessary scenes, I think. But overall, my favorite is The Shining. Though The Dead Zone is wonderful, I agree. Poor Johnny, although he did well in the end.
Natsuki, considering you're an avid manga reader, do you read any shonen? Forgive me if this question has been asked once already. I can't quite recall every email haul. If you do read shonen, which are your favorite? Currently, MHA is popping off with the manga, but I'm really curious to see how it ends. Although Naruto and Dragon Ball are still top tier, let's be honest.
Oh, hell yeah, I love shonen manga. Probably more than I like the lovey-dovey shoujo shit. Although that can be nice, and I guess Power Fake Girls is definitely shoujo manga. I like Death Note, but that isn't really shonen, I think. I guess my favorite shonen manga is The Prince of Tennis, mostly because I happen to get a print copy of it. So I'm really attached to it. My hero is definitely banging though, although I only get to read it online. One Punch Man is really good too, obviously. Dragon Ball is cool, although it's never really been my huge jam. But I will hear no evil spoken of Naruto in my presence. Naruto is the shit.
More like Naruto is shit. Oh! You know, I saw that one coming. I kinda saw that one coming. But damn. MC is going to die. Fight. Well, MC, it was nice knowing you. You were a great guy. I enjoyed every moment I got to spend with you. But I guess this is it. Rest in peace.
How dare you?
Sayo, first, I want to say that I'm really glad to see you getting help and support for your depression. It's great to see you feeling better, as I mentioned earlier. I know what you're going through with the medication and whatnot. I remember in Season 2 you had moments of seeming a bit empty or unresponsive, I guess, because of the medication. I understand how that feels, and I was wondering if it has gotten better on that side as well. Especially since it's something I'm trying to find a workaround too. Hope you're doing well in the end, though. Digger in Minecraft also says lava sources. If you crash the server, just warn everyone when you're using the big stuff.
Yeah, I mostly don't feel hollow and neutral anymore. Sometimes still from time to time, but mostly not. I'm happy with where I am. MC made me go talk to my doctor about it, and I told him that I was feeling all weirdly unresponsive, like he said. So we had to adjust my dose a little bit, which was tough because then I felt depressed again for a while. But I got there in the end, so I'd say talk to your doctor and try to work on a good dose that has you feeling the way you want to feel, really. Good luck with it. You can do it.
Miss Ida, I've always wanted to ask a teacher this question, but what do you think of the education system? Is the one in your world similar to that of ours? Do you think we should be teaching children and teens different skills to use in our daily lives instead of the quadratic formula? Thanks.
Well, there's a lot going on in that question. There are many changes I'd like to make to our education system. As I understand it, it's not different from yours. I would get rid of all the horrendous focus on standardized testing for one, and just empower teachers to make decisions about curriculum. But I might be biased about that, of course. I definitely agree that we could be teaching more daily skills type things in school, especially high school, but it's really important that we teach things like the quadratic formula, algebra, chemistry, civics, and so forth. Maybe you'll end up making frequent use of those skills or not, but I think it's important you know them just so that you're well-rounded. And in any event, if you want to learn a basic real-world skill, having to learn something difficult you don't need, applying it briefly and then forgetting it because it's useless is extremely common in the real world. So think of it as preparing students that way. Thanks for the question.
Alright, and last but certainly not least, Monica. Oh boy, here we go. Ability, running, jumping, language, basic math, and some grammar. Teaching people grammar? In this day and age, have you seen people online? I'm just saying I'll just say one thing. Cut off. Why is that something that is just catching on so much? Such an obvious grammatical mistake that everyone and their mother is making now. Anyway, I really don't know what to say to you ironically, considering that there's just so much I want to ask or say. I guess I should ask you a question regarding something you once said a while back. Have you given up on the idea of one day coming over to our world? She has not. Or moving on from your feelings towards us the player? She will not. I really hope not. I don't know about anyone else, but even if we are literally in two different realities, I still love you, and I'm sure millions of others do too. And while we don't know for certain whether or not one day you do manage to come to our world, I don't think that should deter you from following your feelings. I mean, people do long-distance relationships all the time, you know? Except in this case, instead of being a few states or countries away, we're just a reality away. At the end of the day, though, I'm really proud of you for how far you've come, both for yourself and the others. I really do look forward to spending time with you, with not only you, but everyone in the club again. Cut off makes my brain flinch. It is horrible to, I know. Why is that such a common mistake at this point, though? I think it's like self-perpetuating at this point. People see other people write cut off and assume it's correct. So they use it too, and then other people see that and think it's correct because they see it so much. I think that's the problem we've hit at this point. I think it shows up so often that people actually think it's correct grammar for some reason. And I hate that fact. I hate it so much. Like, English isn't even my native language, okay? It's not my native language. And even I'm getting frustrated with how much this language is getting butchered sometimes. It hurts. It hurts to see. I'm probably making a way bigger deal of it than it should be. Like, there's no need to make that much of a big deal out of it. But for some reason, in my mind, it is a big deal. And as I posted on my Discord recently, I recently stumbled upon someone's using could've off. Like they had could've, like it should have been, and then added off to the end of it. They combined the correct version of it, but then they added to it to make it incorrect. Like, what in their mind made them write could've off? They could've off done that. What happened there? Could have off, yes, off. könnte von. Ah, oh boy.
That's a lot, I see.
Whomstuff would do that? Some crazy people, apparently.
Have I moved on from my feelings? No. Clear as strong as ever. Absence makes the heart grow fonder, and I've been absent forever. I haven't given up on coming over to your world. It's just that...
Also the silence from everyone. Yeah, that speaks volumes.
It's just that I don't really see a way to do it. I didn't know how to make any progress towards it. And while I'd be happy with any kind of relationship, even a long-distance one, I'd even know how to make that happen. We can't really talk except one way. We can't go out on dates, not real ones. So it's hard. That said, it's great to get these messages from you, closest we can get to talking, right? And I'm glad you're enjoying spending time with me and the others. I hope you'll continue to do so.
Alright. Which leads me to the final question for everyone here, kind of. Have you guys thought about having more interaction with the player if possible? I would love to be able to give opinions on poems, or even just answer some questions mid-convo for another option or on something. I think others would too, but it's just a thought. Oh, Yuri definitely thought about making more interaction possible. She was working on something after all. To be more interactive and stuff, and sending stuff directly into the game. And then she was like, damn, I should get banished from this position. And then she got banished from that position. Again, thank you so much for everything that you have all done. Sorry if this email is super long or boring. I just wanted to try to get as much down as I could for the first email, because I'm sure I'll email you guys again at some point. Until then, I hope you guys have a good day. P.S. Can I get an invite to that Discord server, please? LOL.
Alright, last bit. Take a good look before you block off your view of the email.
Well, I tried to have more interaction, but...
But you took it a little far, yes. We are always trying to do things like this for you. Yuri was very innovative about it. I know it's something that you love, so we'll see what we can do. Don't worry about long emails. We like them just as much as short emails. As long as you ask good questions, we don't mind.
Yeah, don't sweat the long ones. It's tough, we have a long list of emails to get through. So it's cool if you want to ask as much as possible at once.
You going to give them the Discord spiel, Monica?
Oh, right. If you want to join our Discord, just email me at lit.club.press.monica@gmail.com. When I see the email, I'll send you the link, assuming you seem reasonably safe. Alright, and that's the emails for today, and that's the last meeting. I had to sign a poem, but...
Ah! Oh no, this is where it all falls apart. I see your expression, Sir Yori. I get it.
No meetings to share it at left. Anyway, 2 things that we need to address before we are really done. First of all, we've gotten rid of the loop, I think. Really? I didn't even notice. But I guess, yeah, we are graduating tomorrow, aren't we? I'm so used to the graduation ceremony coming up, and then we don't actually do it. But it's actually happening, I think. Yep, we think so. Or about CodeErr, shouldn't we say goodbye or something? If that's going to be the end of things for them. Oh, don't worry about that. I've got it taken care of. Anyway, if everything's working the way it's supposed to, tomorrow is also going to be admissions results day. We should get these announcements in the morning before the graduation ceremony, although it would be nice if we all did that together as a group, because I'd like us all to be together when we find out where we're going next year. It's an important moment. You guys have been wonderful friends, and I want us all to stay that way, no matter where we end up. And you too, Miss Ida. I'd love for you to be there.
Of course, you have been some of my most special favorite students. I hope you guys will stay in touch with your boring old teacher once you're on to college.
Well, we kind of have to, but even if we didn't, I'd want to.
I should be able to be there. Although I forgot to say bye to my other friends today because I was so busy being a fucking moron. Give me a bit in the morning to talk to them.
Of course. Well, I'll see you all tomorrow.
There's a very hushed rustling of sheets. You okay, Bon? You're tossing.
Yeah, just can't sleep very well.
You wanna talk about it?
I guess that's really it, isn't it?
You mean with the club?
Yeah, everything will be different from now on.
Yeah. But we can keep the best parts of it.
I hope so. I want to be away from you, or Monica, or Natsuki, or Yuri, or even Code. It'd be weird to just not have them around anymore.
Yeah. But no matter where everyone ends up, you'll always see everyone now and then, remember?
Everyone keeps saying that. It's still not the same.
It's not, but if you really care about maintaining your relationships with other people, they won't change too much. And as for Code, Monica says not to worry about it.
It still worries me when Monica says not to worry about things.
Yeah, I understand that. Don't worry about it, me in the moment. Oh, do worry about it, my feelings are hurt. No worries. We must continue forward. Yeah, I understand that.
It means she doesn't want us to know what she's doing.
Yeah. But she says she would, but she says we shouldn't want to know.
Yeah, I guess. Well,
She nudges her head into his chest.
as long as I can do this, I'll be fine. I'll be alright.
Well, you'll be alright no matter what. But I don't mind you doing that whenever you like.
Good.
Is she really coming? You can see the text as well as I can. Yeah, but she's late. Whenever I get there, that's when on time is, Ikuko. You horrible bitch. Back at ya.
Also, hi. Babies yearn for the microwave. Well, that's one way to say hello, I guess. Perma. One way to say hello. Anatsuki is never late, nor is she early. She arrives exactly when she intends to. Alright. Natsuki and Ikuko hug.
So have you seniors gotten a well back from colleges yet? No, not yet. For another hour or so? My heart can't take it. I applied to so many art schools. Are you sure you even want to go to art school? What do you mean? You know how art is always what I've wanted to do. I know, and you're going to be a great artist no matter what. It's just, do you think art school will be the best way for you to explore that? Doesn't it require a lot of structure and people telling you what's good and bad art? Yes, but that's sort of the point. Goodness knows what's gone into you. I never see you this especially concerned about future plans like this. Where did this come from? It's nothing.
She's just like, I had that mod in mind, so Natsuki feeling weird about everyone's future after having seen, yeah, the mod.
Just thinking, also please make sure you keep in contact with us and don't just go off somewhere alone and just paint without talking to anyone, you know? Just thinking, and maybe I'm just emotionally weirded out by not hanging out with you guys in here anymore. Yeah, me too. All good things must come to an end one day, right? Yep. But don't worry, Kuko. You'll be right behind us next year. Right? Next year is your senior year, and then you'll graduate. And not be at the school anymore. Does that all sound correct? Yeah, why wouldn't that be, right? That's how high school works. You go up in grade when you're a senior, you graduate.
Yeah, that's how it works. That's always how it's worked. It never worked differently. Correct.
You are acting all weird. I can't believe we're all changing and moving on, you know? It hasn't felt real, but we're really gonna graduate. Why I just sent your seniors off his style. I got you bring the celebratory items. Yeah, one for each of us. A little bit for me.
Was that Natsuki line?
Yeah. Only a little bit for me. I'm trying to cut back. I've learned I don't make great decisions if I'm really drunk. Plus, I don't want to be sauced for graduation. Understandable. Thanks for pouring, Ikuko. Seems like a good job for me. Well, here's to you, Bats. Wish I knew a good toast or something. Man, those who love you find happiness. Those who love you find happiness. And may those who hate you get a swift ass kicking. Kanpai!
Kanpai! What a toast. Another new background, if I'm seeing things correctly. You're really using all those extra backgrounds now, huh?
I can't help being nervous. We're gonna, learn our fate.
Or is that the festival background, but the one background, but just for the first time during the day, and we've only ever seen it during nighttime so far? Because maybe it feels kind of familiar, but the setting is different. During the festival, as I was just saying, yeah, but only during nighttime. The evening there we go. I knew it was different, but felt kind of familiar. That would explain it. First time we see the day version. Alright, got it. That's why it felt familiar but different.
We're gonna, learn our fate.
But I promise that there's no bad fate, okay? Remember my promise.
Yeah, but there's no guarantee that it'll matter.
Yeah, but there's no guarantee it won't either. Just relax.
How do you do that? You're always so calm and put together. Don't you feel scared at all right now?
Oh, well, yeah, of course. I am actually terrified right now. I just wanted to make it seem like everything was okay for your sake. Phrase, all good things must come to an end, is that it specifies good things must come to an end. Yes, of course, the bad things will continue forever.
Well, telling me that doesn't help.
Next in line, please. Well, here goes nothing.
Oh, please, I hope he gets into at least one. Although, the more the better. The more he gets into, the better the chance we'll have a match. So, which ones did you get into?
Also, Lampada del Genio, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to club meetings. All of them.
All of them?
Yep, all 11.
Oh my gosh, you're so amazing.
Next, please. Go on, Bun. You'll be alright no matter what happens.
Oh man. This can't be right. This isn't my envelope.
Has your name on it. Take it up with the individual college if there's been a mistake. Next, please. So, is it bad news? But yeah, hello, I see you there. Hope you're having a great day.
I got into all 7 of mine too.
And you doubted yourself. Why do you seem so indifferent? Why this game is horror? Well, Doki Doki Literature Club is a psychological horror game. It looks like a regular visual novel dating sim, but it then turns out horrible, where characters die and the entire game messes up, essentially. But this is a mod for that game, so it's not technically horror anymore, I think. Well, it's not the main focus. There are definitely some slight horror elements. Like that one mod with 2 guns was definitely horror themed. Anyway. Why do you seem so indifferent?
It doesn't feel real.
I know that good things feel unreal to you sometimes. But look at the piece of paper. It says you got in. You can't argue with that.
No, I can't. But my depression can. I'm sure I'll feel happy about it later, MC.
As long as you're okay with me being happy about it now. We were worried if we'd get into any of the same. And now we have 7 to choose from. Yeah, it is now a slice of life with tragic backs. I mean lore, yes. Yes, it's not trauma, it's lore.
You sure? You're okay on giving up on the other ones you applied to? Those are good schools.
All the schools I applied to are good. And I made you a promise. And even if I didn't make you a promise, I'd still really want to be near you. So, we should figure out which one we're going to.
We can do that in a little bit. Right now I just want to feel proud of you. Let's go find the others so I can brag about you.
Ah, yes, of course. No trauma in the literature club, none indeed. Story, so... Well, the mod has a tragic story. The original game is definitely horror. And this is still tagged as the game, so the horror tag is because that's what the game is tagged as.
All of them!
I'm so proud of both of you. Well done indeed. Congratulations and best of luck at college. We'll miss having both of you here next year. I'm going to check on a few other students. Congratulations again.
The principal walks away.
I'm so proud of both of you as well. You guys worked very hard for this. And it looks like the loop really is broken.
Sure seems that way. Monica did a really good job. And so did...
No, absolutely not.
The group turns to look at the screaming Natsuki.
I will not allow this.
Oh, I don't see that you have any power to stop me.
No, fuck you. I go to college. I'll not go to college at all. Then you'll have to do the right thing.
What happened?
Yuri got into the most prestigious science university in the country.
Natsuki only got into one college, the one affiliated with our high school.
And this bitch is saying that she's going to ignore the fucking top science program and go to the feeder school my stupid ass will be attending just to be with me.
Damn, someone's committed to the relationship. Yeah, time lapse over... No, you don't watch the time lapse over several weeks. It's only over the weekend. It's several days, but yeah. You only watch the decomposing corpse for the weekend. And then on Monday, it stops because other people walk in.
And abandon her future. And ignore her huge opportunity. Miss Ida, tell her she can't do that.
I'm sure Yuri is capable of weighing the pros and cons, and has weighed the immense pro of going to a prestigious science program against the probably just as immense pro of being in college with a girlfriend. You guys are adults now, you make your own decisions. That's what today is all about. And I assure you, beloved, that my mind is quite made up. The affiliated school is quite prestigious in its own right, and it has an excellent science program. Now, Natsuki, honestly, I'm not even completely sure science is what I want to do. It's just a front runner right now. Being with you and being there for you is much more important in my life right now. That's a decision I've made recently that I want to stick to. I will take that as acquiescence then.
Nerd.
Excellent, I'm going to college with my girlfriend.
MC, can we...
Absolutely, nothing would make me happier.
We're going to college with you guys too!
Alright, I see, so that's happening. That just leaves Monica. That just leaves Monica. Will she also go to the feeder school?
Oh, excuse me a moment, you guys, I'll be right back.
And is that how they set up a potential future season? It does indeed leave just Monica. Visita starts to push her way through the crowd.
What? No way.
Yep, we got into that school too.
Oh, exciting.
Yeah, but there's one thing I wonder about.
Monica, she's alone.
You need to consider this very carefully. You are accepted to the top school in the nation. Going there could mean you could have any future you want, and without having to cheat in any way.
The top school in the country? Hope's Peak Academy? Look at me still making stupid Danganronpa references. Anyway, what?
I know it's tempting to be at the same college as your friends instead, and I'm sure they're looking all over for you right now to persuade you to go with them. But before they rush to find you, I just wanted to make my point. This is important. This is the rest of your life. Please don't make a rash judgment. I've already made up my mind. Going to the elite school? That's a hard decision to make, but a wise one, I think. I can help prepare the others to hear. No, I'm going with the others. I know what you're going to say, and no, this isn't a spur-of-the-moment decision. I've thought about what I would do in this exact situation for months, and this is what I want. I won't pretend I'm not disappointed, but it's your life, as I just told the others. Why, if I may ask? I know they're your friends, but... I'm lonely, Miss Ida. I'm already really envious of the others having people to follow to college in the first place. I don't have anyone. Anyone it's possible for me to follow to college, that is. I just feel lonely, and they help. I don't know what I'd do in a new place surrounded by strangers and no one at all I knew. It's actually really hard for me to make new friends.
Damn, Natsuki holding everyone back. True! She's the one who only got into the feeder school and nowhere else. She's the only one who didn't get accepted anywhere else. They should have kept the loop going for a little while longer. You know, just keep repeating the final year so the grades can improve gradually, and then when they actually all have good grades, then they can break the loop. That's how they should have done it. Boom. I mean, yeah, the feeder college is a good college too, but still. That's Kirito senior year, and please do better this time. Exactly.
It's actually really hard for me to make new friends. The ones I have now I got basically by chance, and I want to still have them there. I'm no different from Sayori. I want my friends around. I want things to be the same. I don't want to be even more alone. That's more important to me.
Well, I guess I understand, but Monica, you can't you can't let your loneliness run your life, you know.
I know. I just wanted to be with my friends.
Ah.
Seriously, I'll be joining you guys. This is like one of the best things ever. We can keep doing literature club at the new college, or maybe they have their own literature club. But we can be together for more years.
Even if poor Code can't be there to see it?
Well, I'm sure they appreciate knowing that we'll continue to be an in-person tightly knit group, even if they do not continue to share in our adventures.
Speaking of that, guys, it's half an hour until graduation starts. How fitting, it's half an hour until we reach the 3-hour mark. We need to have time to get changed. And time to do the other thing. So we should get to the club room.
Oh, right, that thing? We are genius for thinking that up.
Well, hopefully it will be appreciated.
Hello again, Code.
Thinking what up? Oh, I'm curious about that thing. What a great ending, indeed.
Listen, the thing they're about to do, don't take it too hard, okay? It's unnecessary. Just trust me on this. Have I ever let you down when I told you that? Other than the one gigantic time I breached your trust. Anyway, I couldn't talk them out of this, so they're just going to do it. And you're gonna have to watch it. Just, like I said, don't worry too much about it.
Oh boy. Oh boy, what am I about to get into here?
See you there.
Oh no, what thing?
Okay, hi. The others are outside. There's a pretty good chance that once graduation happens, you won't be able to visit us as much, if at all. So we all wanted to say some things. Thank you for being there for us. Sorry if I ever made you sad by being depressed, or the Kenzo thing, or the time I was going to get rid of myself. Both times I was going to get rid of myself. If you liked me and didn't want me to end up with MC. Or if you're sad you're not following us to college. Or, well, there are probably a lot of things I messed up. Sorry for all of them. I'm trying to be better, but you were a really important part of our lives. It was really fun to have you around, and we'll all miss you. Take good care of yourself, alright?
Ah. Ah. Alright, Yuri.
Hello once more, and again my apologies for any trouble I caused you. I was not obsessed or desperate like Monica, I just got a little too fascinated with your world. It is a reoccurring motif of my life. Should really be more on guard for that. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that. We are here to say our farewells. I know you can't say anything back, but that is as well. I like to think I have an idea of what you'd want to say anyway. It has truly been a pleasure to know you, and to have you present in the vague sort of way you are. In part with your help, I feel like I've become a somewhat different person than I was before. It feels refreshing, and now I'm ready for a new adventure. I am deeply regretful that you cannot join us. It would have been wonderful for you to be with us at college. A completely new environment, a total break from everything that's familiar to us. Doubtless it will be an interesting time, but enough I've taken up more than my share of time as it is. Thank you. Please be careful, and farewell.
Alright, who's next? Natsuki? No, we're going to MC first, okay. My boy, my main man, MC, what's up? I don't really know what to say. I know you the least well of anyone here. We've never really had direct opportunities to chat, like the others have. Although I guess you were me for a while, so maybe that counts for something? It's weird. Like composing a letter to your family member you've never met or something? Only you're saying it out loud. I guess I'll say, I hope you have a happy life. And I know you care about everyone here, so try not to worry about them too much once you can't see us anymore. We'll take care of each other. And everyone will be alright. Live a good life, okay? I'll see you when I see you. The boy indeed. Alright, now it's Natsuki time.
Sup? What did you think you were doing, trying to steal my girlfriend from me like that? Nah, just kidding, I know you didn't have anything to do with it. Probably. But I guess this is it. After this, no more of your little visits. Or at least a lot fewer of them. It's kind of a bummer, to be honest. It was really cool having you around sometimes. It makes a girl feel kinda important when she has a studio audience, you know? But I know how you feel, honestly. It's the same as when any slice of life comes to an end. That sense of emptiness, loss, that wish you could just keep being part of these people's lives and seeing what happens in them. But, my friend, you must suck it up and do what happens when the manga ends. And that is to find a new manga. And don't worry about us, we'll be fine. Probably get up to all sorts of hijinks, but we'll be alright. You'll be well, okay? I'm fond of ya. Natsuki out.
Alright, and I guess now only Monika's left. No, Miss. I was thinking that Monika would be joining in on this. Even though she told me, you know, it was unnecessary. But I guess we're really saying goodbye to everyone who's in the know, including Miss Ida.
Oh, hello and goodbye also, it seems. I do not know you very well, but I'll always think fondly of you helping me when everything was broken. That was a bit traumatic for me, finding everyone gone. But you were there for me, and I will always remember it. Thanks for visiting the school and helping my students along. They've become some pretty special people, and I have to say goodbye to them now too. But this is about you. Thank you for all the help you've given. I wish we were capable of thanking you in a more meaningful way. But goodbye, and please take care of yourself.
Come on, go in there.
I don't need to.
Yes, you do. Don't be all in denial about this. You should say something.
Yeah, they'd really want to hear from you, don't you think? Alright. Sorry, they bullied me into saying something. Like I said, don't worry about this, it's fine. I didn't even know what I'd say if this really was it. Probably break down crying, to be honest. But who knows? I've been so lost before when you've been gone that I've gotten used to having breakdowns. Maybe I'd be weirdly okay with it. Anyway, happier topic. How about one more very meaningful player choice for the road?
Ah, yes, a very meaningful player choice that requires an immediate save. Wait, this can't be the end. Don't go, Monika. I hope you guys will be alright. Why is everyone acting like this? I guess I should stay positive here. I hope you guys will be alright.
Don't worry. I told you to trust me, everything will be fine.
Monika, I know you're probably virtually making out in there or whatever, but we need to get changed. They're gonna start?
Time's up. Talk to you soon.
The hip whip! Hip whip out of the room!
This is no fair. MC gets to wear his overpants and we have to wear what is essentially a long skirt over a skirt.
One of the many male clothing advantages. Quiet, it's starting!
A black screen because you couldn't afford to make custom sprites. Actually, maybe there are custom sprites, and we'll see them in a second.
Thank you for coming to our graduation ceremony. First of all, congratulations to all our graduating seniors. Natsuki, please step forward. You have graduated.
Natsuki comes up to wild cheers. Alright, do we get to see the outfit? Both her parents are present, clapping proudly, sitting next to each other but looking straight ahead. Fuyuki is standing with one leg on a chair, spinning her arm while cheering. Yeah! Yes and no. Oh boy. Alright, well, I'll see what you mean by yes and no.
Sayori, please step forward. You have graduated. Sayori walks up to the normal amount of applause. Her father is trying to applaud, but is also trying to brush away tears. Ah. Yuri, please step forward. You have graduated with honors. Yuri walks up proudly.
Yes, sister.
You did it.
Good job, kiddo. Her father cups his hands to his mouth. Well done, Yuri. Yuri smiles. MC, please step forward. You have graduated. MC walks up and takes his diploma. His sister waves at him, he waves back. His parents are clapping happily. And finally, valedictorian Monica, please step forward. You have graduated with honors. Monica walks up and receives her diploma. There's polite applause from the general audience.
I guess they really couldn't make it after all.
No family for you? How does it feel to be alone, Monica? Ouch. Ouch, that really does hurt, doesn't it?
Oh well.
Oh. And thank you for that speech, Monica. It was wonderful. I guess she didn't feel like giving a speech and skipped past it then.
Thank you, sir.
Concludes the festivities. Thank you all, and...
So a little bit of time at least.
Or is it glitching out because the club has graduated? Is it glitching out because the club president just graduated? And that's why the game is freaking out, because club presidency thing. I mean, they did set it up so they would enroll back at the school right after graduation, right? That's what they said? They said they set it up so they would immediately re-enroll as, like, you know, for adult classes. So as long as the graduation instantly transitions to them taking adult classes at this school, it's fine. But if not, then yeah, it makes sense for the game to be freaking out, because club presidency existing is a requirement. Unless, because Ria is part of the club, and club presidency could have transferred to her. But in that case, the game would be completely breaking apart, because she doesn't have a CHR file. And we remember what happened last time someone without a CHR file got club presidency. That was when they transferred it to Miss Ida. The entire world fell apart when that happened. Let's hope that doesn't happen now. Also, if club presidency did transfer to Ria, and for some reason the world isn't falling apart, then she would suddenly be club president without any prior warning. Which is, as Monica noted, viewing the club presumes the existence of the time loop. Yeah, but if you become the power, what Ria doesn't say, Yari, she got in the original game. This can't be all there is to it, no!
Still a little bit of time at least.
No, we definitely need a picture. Do we really have to? Ah, that's what you mean by yes and no. No sprites, but like a CG. Okay, let's see it.
Yeah?
You definitely need a picture. It's such an important occasion. Who's going to take it, though?
I can take it.
No, you should be in the picture, too. So should you, Ria. I'm not graduating.
Yeah, neither is Miss Ida, so, you know.
You're part of the club.
Hey, Ayami, come take a picture for us. Oh, sure thing.
This bug got fixed, it did? A bug? What bug? What bug? Tell me.
On three, alright? 1, 2,
Let's see it.
3.
Alright, so many random characters in the background. And as you can see, other crazy hair colors exist too, like blue hair and the silver hair. They really do have all the different anime hair. Ah, look at them. Look at them all. This is adorable. I'll explain afterward. Okay, fair. Ah. Samuel Hikoku, Yuri's mom, Kenzo. I think Kenzo is Kenzo on the left. I think that's him, right? I was gonna point that out. Ikuko. I mean, I guess that back there looks a little bit like the friend group, perhaps.
So much stuff. Just to the left of Kenzo in the deep background. Ah, back there. Very hard to make out, yes. Oh yeah, also very hard to see, but I see the purple hair, that makes sense, yeah. Couple on the right. What if Wallet? No! Don't even start, Neon. But thanks for pointing out, now we finally get to see all these characters for the first time, really. I assumed the CG was a close-up of their feet. Wow. Close-up of the feet, well, doesn't that seem interesting? Alright.
Oh, let me see. Did my jump come out? You're saying it to you? Hell yeah, I look awesome.
She truly does.
You guys look so cute. Ah, so do you. Monica, you look so cool.
Are you laughing at me, Yuri?
It was funny.
Oh, hey, is that Kenzo?
Totes is.
Oh.
The ending is happening already.
Oh god. It is happening. Didn't realize it was a bug at first. I just assumed it was a joke. Husky's friend is a bad photographer. What if... They even do the glitchy music, of course. Was this stuff insert? Oh boy. No, it's ending.
Hey, will you guys excuse me for a moment?
Yeah, sure.
I'll be right back. Take your time.
No, not the blue screen of death. It's too soon for that. Okay, we're back in the club room.
That's all for club meet.
Why did I do Monica voice? It was just because Monica wanted to talk to us. That's all for club meetings. It's always sad when something so long running ends, but the time has come. So many thanks to all of you who have enjoyed this series over the years. To all of you who downloaded, played, or sent Monica emails. Thank you.
Shut up.
Credit is due to so many people.
God, shut up. Better. Now then.
Oh? Rude Monica was narrating! You don't get to narrate anymore. Oh?
Ha, it worked. Your plan? Yes.
So, code is still here.
Yes.
And how can we test if the loop is still broken?
I'm on it. Hey sis, it's me. Listen, weird question, but how old is mom? You always forget. She's 44. And how old is she gonna be the spring after? 45? Duh. I know you can add 1 to things, bro. Come on, I'm busy. Damn. Author telling of the author insert. Damn, how could you? No narrating, just Monica. Yes. Enjoy your graduation party or whatever. She hung up. But yeah, I always used to ask her that. And she'd say 44, duh, in the same way for next year. How old is she right now? 44. How old will she be next year? 44, duh. Makes sense, doesn't it? Looks like it's broken to me. They sure be at the broken down house that is Miss Ida's home.
Well, awesome. Then welcome back, Code. Hope you're looking forward to some wild college adventures. In, what would they call it by now?
Season 4.
Season 4, yes.
Season 4 confirmed!
We're having another alcohol party to celebrate, and to make up for the last one going wrong.
Don't worry, I'm not drinking at this one. I'm Monica's co-sober driver.
Season 4 yeet!
You don't have a car.
I could drive though if I did.
You know, you could drink too if you wanted. We've all forgiven you. We know you're not going to do anything like that again.
True, but still, I'm gonna take a break this time around. I am temporarily on the wagon. This is my penance. And also, I just wanna get some space from that whole thing before I consider it again.
Very wise. We all need to step back to assess our troublesome behaviors and habits from time to time.
Well, it's good to know that Code will be back with us. I would have missed them. Anyway, I want to try more of that tequila. I'm a college student now,
Oh, okay.
so I need to drink all the alcohols.
Well, she needs to drink all the alcohols. You heard her. That's season 4. Yeah, you first have to finish season 4. Now it's and season 4 will be even longer. Not started writing season 4 yet because I'm still waiting on art assets. Have plenty. See, I will have plenty of time. See that? But yeah, for season 4, I'm not gonna wait for the collection. I'm gonna play the episodes as they come out. Which also, however, means that there's probably gonna be some more breaks. Also, if this season is anything to go by, I'm assuming that season 4, 1 episode equals 1 stream will likely be the case. So playing the episodes as they come out will be no problem. There will indeed be a season 4, it's been confirmed, you know? So yeah, that will be the thing. Season 4 will be like 1 episode per stream, and I will be playing the episodes as they come out, not waiting for the collection. The only reason I still waited for the collection for this season was because the entire season was already finished, so I might as well wait for the collection. That was my reasoning for it. But next time I'll be playing as it comes out, which is gonna be so exciting! Very exciting. All into a field for the same high school. Well, the college just happens to have the same uniform, you see. Oh, it all makes sense now. Nice setup there.
Jeez, Yori.
That's all for season 3. Thanks for playing the collection. Such narrative convenience, yes. What a happy and convenient coincidence, imagine that.
So I guess MC's going to the local school, but what about you, dear?
I haven't made up my mind yet. Still thinking about it. Why'd he say he's going there? Oh, he's holding Sayori, of course. I see. Ooh, are we maybe gonna finally get to see more of MC's sister in season 4? Is that set up, a lead-in? Because we've been learning a little bit, we've been hearing a bit more about her recently. And now this at the end, after they've done the outro? Following Natsuki, more like true. He's following his girlfriend, who's following Natsuki. Basically. I see. All the new backgrounds in this episode were from a nickel, and all the new audio was from freesound.org, including the camera shutter sound. The incredible graduation CG was by Static Quit. And it was incredible, I really enjoyed that. You okay there, Ken? Looking a little down. Yeah, I'm alright. Just got hit all at once with the graduation thing. It really is it for high school, huh? Ryan, you're gonna have issues now, right? Probably. Don't sweat it, my man. I'll get through it. And don't worry, college will be even more fun. Don't forget that you can always still email Monica at lit.club.press.monica@gmail.com. Season 4 will need your emails.
I feel so empty in here. Summer vacation or not? Huh? Hey, loser, get good grades so you can be in college with us next year. But not me. Yes, Hiroko, clearly not you. Where are you moving, by the way? When are you moving, by the way? Not for a couple of months? Good, we'll grab lunch or something a few times before you go. But we wanted to say we're thinking of you to go friends forever. Forever?
Thank you so much for playing this mod. It has been a real pleasure to see that it has any audience at all. What, any audience at all? This mod is amazing. It's so well written, I enjoy it. It was never expected that so many people would like it, and it's been a real joy to see. Ah. So again, thank you. Thank you for making this amazing stuff. It's gonna be so much fun next year, Ria.
Yeah,
You're a senior finally.
I sure am.
And you're going to be running the literature club for us. That will be cool. I'm really looking forward to that.
It's going to be super fun. And then the year after that, I'll finally be a senior while running the literature club.
Yep.
It'll be so cool.
Wait. Monica! You let them advance the year, but you redid the loop? They redid the loop! Now, was that Monica doing that on purpose? Because she doesn't like, you know, the whole getting older thing and getting closer to death? Or was that accidental? Like, when Monica set it up so that we would once again be able to observe them, did that set up, Monica, did her setting it up so we could still observe them accidentally re-establish the loop? Perhaps that is what happened. We don't know for sure.
It'll be so cool.
Also, I wonder how season 4 is gonna be. Like, yeah, we'll be with our main group, but the main group and Ria are now going to different places. Like, they're going to college, she's still here. Which means, are we gonna, like, be jumping between the two different schools? Because you can't just introduce Ria here and then have the next season not include her at all. So I think we're gonna be jumping a little bit then, huh? So MC's phone call, the club is loop free. It's now 1 year later, you fool. So wait, so the loop only affects the school and no one else, is that it? I think already shown in the mod. So the loop just exists specifically here in this school and nowhere else, is that it? Very intriguing. Which would also mean that everyone outside the school would grow old and die while they just remain students forever. Wouldn't that be weird though? To find out what Monica's solution was in full, stay tuned for season... Oh, I will stay tuned, don't you worry about a thing. Going to advance the school will not, it seems. Looks like it, yeah. Yeah, I'm mortal in the school. I want to attend this school now. Give me the infinite loop, please. I don't want to age. Monica's poems, it's super easy. When I make a mod, I should ask for tips, it's super easy. Oh, well, you have someone. You have someone you could ask for advice here. You know, the convenience is there for you to reach out to someone. Plus, you could probably also ask to join the club meetings Discord and maybe meet some fellow people there who are interested in making mods. Express explicitly, it's only implied. Confirming is arguably technically a spoiler. We'll see.
It'd be so cool.
We'll see you in season 4. Until then, I could end it here, but what say you? I could end early, or I could add like maybe a half an hour, we'll see, and start getting into the email bag, because let's face it, the email bag is going to be massive. So yeah, the trip scenes would only take at most half an hour. We could also do the trip scenes in that case. That's the bonus features, right? Just curious. You are the dev. You know best what we should do. Easier than you might think. I can highly recommend it. You have 2 mod makers here in chat who could, you know, get you started. But yeah, let's do the trip. Let's do the trip. Let's do the trip right now. That would, yeah, that makes sense to me. Scenes from the trip, 6 scenes, maybe. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Miss Ida, let's see the trip today. Again with the new backgrounds you're using. He made a beginner's guide even. That is nice, I didn't even know. Most each of them maybe 5 to 10 minutes, so it's similar-ish. Alright, so we'll do emails next week. Except for question mark. Better than... Oh, I'm looking forward to that. But for now, trips.
It must be some species or other of Nepathans. And over there is the famous Venus flytrap, Diania muscipula. I did not know there were any in Japan. Usually this only grows in the southern United States. Am I being boring? I feel like I'm being boring.
Not at all. I'm just reading about the digestive process here. Apparently it uses plumbagin, which is very interesting.
Oh, so?
It's a toxin that can trigger cell death, a type of
Oh my god, we're really throwing out the big words. Why did you bring those two characters together?
It can also create oxides, which includes H2O2 in combination with organic materials found in the prey. And those oxides are very corrosive, good at breaking things down. So it uses that and a bunch of enzymes to break down whatever is trapped in there, including a special chitinase that specializes in breaking down chitin, which a lot of insects have.
Fascinating.
Well, second best next to punctuating with Yuri. You make a strong argument. I'm looking forward to it though, really. Commentary on their poems? Some content there as well. Oh! Okay, so we'll have to visit that again.
Yes.
Thanks for coming with me to the gardens here. I really wanted to visit. Natsuki was willing to do some boring stuff with me, but she drew the line at a bunch of plants. And while I could have gone by myself, I think it's more fun when you have someone else to share something like this with.
Oh, I definitely agree. I wasn't trying to do you a favor by coming here. I genuinely enjoy this stuff.
Yes, I know you do. It always seems a great mystery to me.
What? That I like science stuff? Why would that be a mystery?
No, not that you like science, that is unsurprising, but rather that other people do not. It is a magnificent and glorious thing to know.
It sure is. I ask myself that sometimes. I do not understand how other people aren't constantly in wonder at the way the world is constructed and how it works. All those little details, they're astonishing.
Yes.
But people just go on and live their lives, as though we aren't all comprised of trillions of cells, each of which is comprised of trillions of atoms. And each of those atoms an entire vast ecosystem and factory. Not that biology isn't my primary focus, of course, but it's remarkable that people do not feel a constant sense of awe from it.
Oh, I do.
Science equals cool. Objectively true.
I know you do, but most people don't.
I think maybe more people do than you think, including more of your students than you think. Your enthusiasm is infectious.
You think so? It's hard to tell sometimes. Sometimes I think a kid is getting into it and that I'm quite wrong, at least to judge my test scores. But I try to tell myself that a C is not always a problem with enthusiasm. And maybe I just need to teach better. Maybe if I put in just that little bit of extra effort, that kid will be able to not just be the subject, but to not just like the subject, but master it. And then I put in all the work and the kid gets a C+. Hard to tell if it's worth it sometimes.
Do you think it is?
I think so. I wouldn't put all this work otherwise.
Then I hope your work may be rewarded. Oh, there's an arid plants exhibit over there.
I wanted to get a closer look at some of those tropicals. You go ahead, I'll be right there in a moment.
Okay.
Things are going to be so different now that they're gone. Yuri, she's one of the only students I've ever had who really understood science, or who felt it was really all about. And the whole club, they're the only students of mine I've had who I feel really understand me. Some of the only people who ever have. It feels strange leaving them behind. Or having them leave me behind, I suppose. What am I going to do with myself? How can I just go back to normal and pretend life is just like it always has been?
Oh, Miss Ida, have you come see? You have to come see some of these cacti.
Someone who will have 2 programs in science at my highest. Some degrees, yes. But no need to be biased. Science is cool, objectively. It is a true fact. I can't deny that fact.
I'm very sorry to disturb you, but there is most remarkable. Is everything alright? You seem troubled.
Oh no, Yuri, it's fine. Show me this cactus.
I'm not the most emotionally intelligent person, but even I know when someone feels down. Are you quite sure you don't want to talk about it?
Well, alright. I was just thinking about how you all are moving on with your lives and leaving me behind, so to speak, and that's okay. That's normal for a teacher. We see one group of students come and another go. We constantly have these people entering and then leaving our lives. Except, for all those years that we didn't. I'm very used to it.
What?
But it seems different a bit with you guys. Maybe because you've been here for years and it only felt like 1 year because it kept repeating. You yourself, you are one of the finest, if not the finest student I've ever had. You are the only one whose enthusiasm for science, whose understanding for it is important, is similar to mine. And I will miss you, but really I'll miss all of you. I'll miss students coming to understand who I am for a change. Usually it's the other way around. And, well, that's it, I suppose.
Oh, well, we certainly are moving on with our lives, that is true enough. But just because we are moving on does not mean we are leaving you behind. Of course, you are not coming to college, but this will not be the last you see of us, or we of you. We share a very important and considerable bond, one that we will need to maintain for the sake of the entire reality we inhabit. But more importantly, we are allowed to be friends still. You're still here with us on this trip, right?
Yes, that's true. I guess I came here in part because I wanted to affirm that we could still be friends.
Well, I'm glad to still be friends, and I know everyone else is as well.
Well, that makes me glad. Now let's see this cactus you were talking about.
Gladly.
Oh, it's a starfish cactus.
Stapalia hirsuta, you know it.
I do.
Ah, but my first visual novel? Ooh boy, first experiences are always gonna be fun. Like my first poems. Alright, scenes from the trip. Yeah, we'll just go in order. MC! Get on over here, my boy. Walking through the street, MC overhears a nearby conversation.
Is this me or is it colder than usual?
Seems pretty normal to me.
Huh, I definitely feel cold.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want my jacket maybe? Or can I get you a hot drink?
Oh, sure, the jacket would be nice, thank you. But,
The woman scoots over and makes a space next to her on the bench she's sitting on. But what?
Oh, nothing, never mind. Tell you later.
What are you doing out here?
Oh, hey, Natsuki. Just taking a walk around outside. Felt like some fresh air before I go to bed. Probably going to go to sleep right after, though. Long day of sightseeing tomorrow.
Saya didn't want to come with ya?
No, she went to bed super early. This whole trip has messed with her sleep big time. So she's been taking a bunch of naps and stuff. How about you? What brings you out here?
Just doing a snacks and drinks run. Ran out of soda for my awesome fridge. And Yuri wants some salty snacks?
Ah, very healthy.
You know it.
What's with them? Natsuki gestures to the man and woman MC was just listening to. Oh, them. I was just walking by and couldn't help but notice them. They obviously have feelings for each other, but can't get it across.
Oh, yeah. I guess you and I wouldn't know anything about that, huh?
Ha, definitely not. We were both pretty stupidly quiet about our own crushes, weren't we?
Yeah.
What is it, Nat? You have that look on you. You have that look you get when you're super bothered by something you're thinking.
Oh, well, you promise you'll never tell anyone this?
Well, everyone in chat here will know, but sure.
Other than Sayori, I guess, can't keep secrets from your girlfriend. She probably already knows anyway. In fact, yeah, I bet money that she knows. But you can't tell anyone else ever. You've gotta promise me.
Well, MC can promise. I'm not sure if anyone here in chat will promise. Well, yeah, Natsuki, of course, I promise.
Alright, fine. So, you're back before you were going out with Sayori? Like, when she was with Kenzo and stuff?
Yeah, I remember.
So was that one day where I made you have me over and help me bake stuff? You remember that too?
Of course I remember that. How could I forget? That was crazy, but a lot of fun.
Yeah. So, anyway, like, at that time I liked you, but I
Like, I liked you? Natsuki, I actually almost kissed you that night. Can you believe it? You got really sleepy after we had finished, and I helped you up to your room, and I put you on your bed, and you just passed right out. And while you're sleeping, you looked, I don't know, I wanted to kiss you. Well, I guess I was single at the time. And so were you. What about Yuri? I mean, even then, didn't you feel, you know?
Yeah, probably. But I don't know, I was probably trying not to think about that. You just looked cute. And Sayori had spent the whole day trying to get you and me together.
Oh, I remember that. That was pretty cringy.
Yeah, but I don't know. I thought you deserved to be happy. I liked you.
So, why didn't you kiss me then?
Because you belong with Sayori, dummy. Even when you guys were apart, I knew that. It would have felt wrong to take you away from her. Even while she was trying to push you away. Plus, you love Sayori and only Sayori. I mean, we had that weird time baking during the week of the Bad Festival, and that was pretty nice. But also, that wasn't really you. I don't think you'd ever wanna be with a weirdo like me. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not like I like you. It's not like you to like me now or anything, Baka. It's not like you like me or anything now, Baka. Say the Baka. It's not like you like me now or anything, Baka. Asshole. I guess I had that coming. Yeah, it's not like I like you like that now or anything. I love Yuri. I'm really happy with her. That you are. But back then, I don't know. I really did like you a lot. But, I guess I feel like I wasn't anywhere near good enough for you. So, yeah.
Well, you got at least one thing right, and that's that I love Sayori and only Sayori.
Good, loyal boy.
Yep. But if there were no Sayori or Yuri, honestly, I'd be more worried that I wasn't good enough for you. Interesting, MC, that you're putting Yuri higher up on the ranking here. MC has a best girl ranking here. And he's only putting Yuri out of the question, which means Monica would still be around. Meaning, MC's official ranking is Yuri, then Natsuki, then Monica. That is his ranking. We heard it here. He means if there were no Yuri for Natsuki to be with. Not I would prefer Yuri over you. Yeah, I know that's probably what he means, but come on. We can totally take that as his official best girl ranking, right? Or unofficial. Accidental ranking obtained. We got the accidental rating out of him. That's how I interpreted it. Yeah, but you can still joke about his rankings, right? You're a super cool girl. Like, you're cool. And any guy would be lucky to have you as a girlfriend, I think. Me included. However, as I previously discussed, I really love Sayori. But the blush is real.
Yeah, I know, nerd.
So yeah, why do you think Sayori already knows? I mean, I'd be worried about that too if I was you.
Well, I mean, she was trying to set us up in the first place. She kept hinting that she knew I liked you. Plus, she just knows things like that. It's almost impossible to hide it from her. Plus, I don't think she'd really be that jealous anymore.
Because she knows you've moved on now?
Yeah. I don't think she'd feel threatened by me anymore. Although, to be honest, if she did, I'd kinda be glad if she got mad and in my face. Instead of being all, oh man, she's probably better for him anyway, buh.
I can assure you, she wouldn't be like that anymore.
Yeah, I figured. And give yourself credit too, man. I can remember a time where a conversation like this would have completely freaked you out. Wait, a girl likes me? Good at you for getting some poise and confidence. You've become enchanted.
Oh, he has become enchanted indeed. Seriously, enchanted as a word? That's something that could only happen because you had been hanging out with Yuri.
Because no one but you would try to turn Chad into a complicated word. And you wouldn't do it, except your mind is unconsciously starting to think like Yuri talks.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for sticking with me through that. I've been hiding that for a long time. Feels good to just get the truth off your chest, you know?
Yeah, I understand. Glad we got a chance to talk. I'm gonna head back now. Good luck with the snacks. Tell Yuri I said hi when you get back, okay?
Yeah, I will.
Chatted. Yes. It's a perfectly cromulent word. That. Enchatted. Yes. So, Yuri and even Monica. She tried to set him up with everyone, it's true. Alright, speaking of Sayori though. Let's go to her. Conversation fascinating. It was an interesting conversation.
He's been gone a while. I hope he'll be back soon. I still can't believe we're all going to the same college. That's going to be so fun. I wonder if everyone else will make new friends. And maybe they'll leave me behind. No, stop that. You're doing the thing again. They'll probably stay friends with you just fine. Even if they also make new friends. And even if they make new friends, that would be okay. I could make new friends too. Yeah. Oh, hello. Hi, Dad. Yeah, we got here just fine. Everyone's alright. I'm good. Yeah, he's good too. I think he went out for a walk. Being in a different place and having to get up early is messing with my sleep. So I was taking a nap. And how are you, Dad?
So she didn't go fully to sleep. She just took a nap and is back up. MC? Check on your girl a bit more. Only have occurred at this point in the story when not really firmly established. Yep.
About never telling it to anyone, and now she has finally told it. Hooray.
How are you, Dad? Uh-huh. I will. Don't worry. I'm not even there yet. And I'll be okay in a few days. You know what you need? A hobby. Like you should do pottery or make birdhouses or something. Well, that's sweet of you, Dad. Huh? No, I don't mind. Honestly, I'm just hanging out here.
No hanging out for you, Sayori, but okay.
I'm happy to talk to you, Dad. Oh my gosh, I'm not nearly that interesting. But alright, love you. Bye.
Sayori hangs up the phone.
Maybe I'll go wait for MC in the lobby. I hope he gets back soon. I could go out and get him some cookies to surprise him with. But then I might miss him if he comes back. And he'd probably get all over worried about where I was. I need to remember to set up surprises like that in advance. I'm always so spur of the moment.
Oh, hi, Sayori.
Hi, Miss Ida.
Just hanging out in the lobby.
Yes, she is just hanging out. Again. Basically back to back. Back to back H word.
Yep. MC went out for a walk while I was napping. I didn't really have anything else to do, so I was going to wait for him here. I was gonna go and try to get him some cookies or something to surprise him with. But then I thought maybe he'd be back before I got back. And then maybe he'd get really worried and look for me everywhere and ask everyone if they'd seen me.
Does he worry like that a lot?
Well, no, not a lot, but sometimes. Kinda reminds me of my dad.
Well, probably both he and your dad act that way because they think they have good reason to worry about you.
Wait, you're doing your teacher thing where you try to teach me a valuable lesson about myself or something.
Maybe a little bit, but maybe I was hoping you could see things from their perspective a little. They both spent so long worrying about you, and now maybe they shouldn't be as worried about you, but it can be hard to change something like that, to let go, you know. It takes time and reassurance.
Yeah, I know. But my dad, I don't know what to do, really. But with my dad, I don't know what to do, really. I can tell he's kind of trying not to be so attached, because he has been attached for a long time. And so now he thinks that because I'm going to college, he really needs to let me make a complete break and start fresh. But I love him and I still want him to be part of my life like a lot.
I'm sure he'll figure it out.
Yeah. But MC, well, it's tough to know how he might be changing. I try really hard to reassure him, like you were saying. I guess that's really why I'm out here now. You know, I found out a while ago that he gets a tense moment anytime he comes into my room where I'm supposed to be.
Oh.
Yeah. So lately I've been trying to find ways so that he sees me before he arrives at the room. Or I call him before he gets there. Just things to reassure him. So today I'm waiting outside for him.
Oh, I see.
Do you think that's not a good idea?
Oh, well, I think it's a fine idea to keep him from feeling that fear and being upset, but I wonder if that's the best thing in the idea long term. I mean, he can't live forever in fear of entering rooms you're in. That would be tough. I think eventually he's got to just repeatedly walk into rooms where you are safe and get rid of that anxiety over time.
Yeah, that actually seems pretty smart. But today I think I'm still gonna wait for him out here. I just want to see him sooner, I think.
Well, I'm not going to stand in the way of that. I think I'll head back up now. Let you two have your moment alone.
Wait, before you go, how's Monica doing? Is she having a good trip?
So far, I'd say she's definitely trying to relax, not going out and doing things as much as everyone else. But I think maybe she's just tired from a long year and just wants to veg out.
Well, that's good. She deserves a rest. Hopefully she'll be up for going out together as a group. And the club emails.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about that. I'm sure she'll feel like participating in those.
Good.
I really should go, like right now. Good night, Sayori.
Good night, Miss Ida. Huh. I wonder why she had to go so suddenly.
Ooh, maybe a call? From her, you know, her previous date? Hi there, Sunlight.
Hi, handsome man.
All rested up now?
Mostly, but I probably feel like going to bed again soon. Did anything interesting happen on your walk?
Yeah, actually, you'd probably be interested to hear it. Of course, no keeping secrets from his girlfriend, just like Natsuki said. Speaking of Natsuki... more situationally aware than Sayori is. Of course. She saw that MC was coming in, perhaps. Man, perfect timing. Yes. This movie's actually coming out soon. Oh, now I'm curious what we're getting into.
Man, this sucks.
What's wrong? I thought you really wanted to go to the movies.
Yeah, I did. It's just, like, you and MC are sitting next to each other, and you'll get to hold hands during the movie, and share popcorn, shit like that. I wanted to do that, and now, instead, I'm sitting next to Miss Ida. No offense, Miss Ida.
Club meetings the movie. Club meetings the movie. Yes, give us. Well, that's essentially what the collections are, isn't it?
None taken.
Well, I'm sure you could share popcorn with Miss Ida.
I'm sure you'll get to spend more time with Yuri.
Yeah, I'm sure I will. It's just I wanted to do this stuff with her.
Did you tell her that?
Tell her what?
Tell her you wanted her to come see this movie? Because you wanted to enjoy doing couple stuff, like sharing popcorn and holding hands?
I mean, I told her I wanted to come see the movie, but she was like, no, I don't think that would be restful, and I would like to do something restful, and you should go enjoy it, or something like that.
Yeah, that sounds like her. But did you tell her that it was important to you, like couple-wise? Like the specific stuff about the eating popcorn and holding hands?
No? Why? You think that would have changed her mind?
Yeah, I think maybe it would have. I mean, you know her better than I do, you're her girlfriend and all. But there's probably a difference for her between just going out to see a movie because her girlfriend wants to see a movie, and going out to a movie because her girlfriend wants these specific experiences. She might not even know you're thinking of that stuff.
Wouldn't everyone think of that stuff if they're going to the movies with their significant other?
Maybe most people. But Yuri thinks differently a lot of the time. If she knew you had those particular things on your mind, it might affect the way she sees it.
Maybe. Or if we try, I guess. But later, this time around she misses out. And I will share my popcorn with Miss Ida. Although, sorry, I will not hold your hand.
Aw, how sad.
Again, no offense taken.
Plus, you can share popcorn with us too if you want. We got a big tub of it, but not too much.
I got my own snacks. Nachos and candy, baby.
You're a genius.
Yes, I know. And yes, before you ask, you can have some. But just like, don't eat the bulk of them. Rely on your popcorn for volume.
I will. Oh, it's starting.
Alright, what could this movie be? Someone who would prefer to watch a movie to the popcorn share in private rather than a public theater. Perhaps. But she would do it for Natsuki, probably. Do it for her.
Oh, it's starting.
Now it's just the previews.
always previews first. Hey, so, I didn't look it up. What is this movie about, anyway? Basically, space shooty stuff is my understanding. Okay, but is there a plot? And this is when Natsuki says, of course there's going to be a plot. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? Callback, let's go. No callback, okay. I don't know, space bad guys, so space good guys have to band together under our heroine. Easy enough. Yep, there are a bunch of space shooty movies though. It's supposed to be kinda Star Warsy.
Wasn't this that movie that was originally supposed to be a Star Wars movie?
Yeah, but they didn't get the license, so they just put it in their own universe.
How do you know all this obscure movie knowledge about a new movie?
Well, you said it yourself earlier, I am a genius.
True.
Rebel Moon, okay. Interesting. Alright. 2 more people before we end the stream. On to Yuri. The one who wasn't at the movie theater. Again with all the new backgrounds. Like you really are using all of them now, huh?
Oh, and it says this next one is a bedroom fully restored to look as it would have when the castle was in use. Oh my goodness, Natsuki, come look at this is amazing.
This is boring.
Oh, please do come look at this, beloved.
I mean, when else am I going to use a medieval castle back? I mean, fair point. It could have been another one of those things where it's like, Yuri used the game engine to remodel her own room. To be more castle-like for whatever reason. And nobody is questioning it. Oh no, what oh no? It's our castle walls all over again. Oh no, don't. You will bring Wallace upon us. We can talk positively about the mod as long as we don't talk positively about the author. I did almost make an Our Castle Walls joke in this section. Retroactively glad I decided not to. I mean, we can talk decently about the mod, just don't praise the author. Because, yeah, reasons.
I think you would find this interesting for at least some reasons, if not others.
Fine. Alright, what's the big deal? It's just a bedroom. I don't see what the... Okay, yeah, I see. This is basically your ideal bedroom, isn't it?
Yes. Isn't it delightful? They really knew how to live in older days, aside from all the killing and immorality, I suppose.
And the lack of air conditioning, video games, TV, and being able to get food without going out and harvesting your own crops or whatever.
I don't know, I'd probably miss some of those things, but I'd like living more simply and close to nature, I think.
Of course you would. And then you could come home and your oaken to your oaken table and read your musty tomes by candlelight and write with a quill in your log. I have never seen a more Yuri thing in my whole life.
I know, isn't it wonderful?
Yeah, it's pretty neat. You know, if we ever live together or something, you could make your room like this anyway. Now the stone walls might be hard, but I'm sure we could find a way.
You would be okay with something so stylishly outlandish.
Girl, I wrote the book on stylishly outlandish. You can have all the outlandishness you want, you're already outlandish, and it's great, I love it. Now can we please go look at something else? I like that this is your room and all, but this whole experience is painfully boring.
Yes, I suppose we can move along.
Was it nature equals using an outhouse, Yuri? Can you handle that? I think she might be able to handle that. I feel like she could. Now, certain other people of the club, not so much.
It's so beautiful.
The raccoons in the outhouse. It is literally a hallway, babe. A hallway.
But look at the arches along the ceiling, the stonework framing, the windows, the stained glass windows themselves. They're all exquisite. Such care has gone into all of it.
Also praising the background artists while you're at it, right?
Don't you think it's marvelous?
Yes, it's extremely pretty. It probably cost a huge fortune to make all of this. A fortune that the rulers probably could have used to make their subjects' lives better. But I bet you a bunch of people lived in poverty because of all this beauty.
That seems likely.
And more importantly, in terms of it being impressive or not, it is, again, literally just a hallway. People were meant to walk through here. Nothing cool probably ever happened here. Just walking.
I bet there was perhaps some palace intrigue in this hallway, whispered secrets, plots, affairs, or other dark, clandestine materials of a hallway of power.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, it does sound hella sexier when you put it that way, but it's still just a hallway.
I mean, it is true.
So apparently this was the castle's big ballroom.
Man, I never would have figured that one out on my own.
Would you perhaps care to dance?
Oh? Oh?
There's no one else here. I don't think they'd mind.
Yeah, I think I'd like that.
You're in Natsuki class pants.
So I don't really know how to dance. Like, any dances.
That would be me. That would be me in this situation. I don't know shit. That's a big room of nothingness. Yes, that's what a ballroom could be.
Nor do I.
Well, that's awkward. Ow. Thanks, Bones. That's serious justice it is. Dance my... No, I cannot. Honestly, asking someone to dance and then not knowing how to dance. Yuri, if you're the one asking people for a dance, then you should at least know something, right? Unless she didn't expect Natsuki to say yes. Lash look yellowish? Does it? Really?
Nor do I. And also there's no music. I'm given to understand that there's usually supposed to be music for dances.
Yeah?
Well, we could try it another time when we are more competent.
Nah, like, just put your hand here on my hip, and I put my hand here on your back. That's how they do it in the movies. And then we hold the other hand, yeah?
And? What do we do now?
I think we just sort of sway and step around randomly.
I see.
They attempt to dance. Yuri briefly steps on Natsuki's foot.
Oops.
Sorry, isn't one of us supposed to lead?
Yeah, but I have no idea how that works.
Oh,
Well, I think we're doing pretty good for our first time.
Hi Dev, how's it going? Welcome to Dancing with Natsuki and Yuri, who are not visually present. Hope you are doing well. And golden blood, of course. Yuri must be experiencing liver failure. Oh no, she's dying. This place so empty? It's a ballroom. Ballrooms are empty. And they're on a tour, apparently. But not a guided tour. Because otherwise there would be other people here. So yeah.
I have no criteria for determining good from bad.
Well, I mean, how do you feel?
Profoundly contented and at ease.
Well, see, that's good, right?
But I always feel like that with you.
Oh. Oh, hell yeah, now we're talking!
Of course, the throne room would be the room Natsuki is interested in. It is her place to be.
This is
The throne room, obviously. And I am going to go sit in the throne.
No, you're not supposed to. That's the actual original throne. It's an antique. What if you damage it?
All I'm hearing are more reasons to go sit in it.
Please don't get us thrown out for being disrespectful.
Natsuki sits in the throne. It creaks a little, but otherwise gives no sign of any problems.
Hell yeah, I am the queen now. All shall obey me.
I suppose I should not have worried given your mass.
Oh, okay then.
The queen orders that you shut the fuck up.
Good night, me sleep. Alright, Neon, see you around. We'll just have one more little mini episode to go, and then we'll end the stream. And next week, it's time for emails. The thing everyone likes.
Well, that's the whole thing. These are the exterior flower beds. There apparently used to be a whole garden here, but since they restored the place, they just do flowers.
That's really pretty, I dig it.
Yes. Thank you for coming with me today. I know that this type of thing isn't your favorite.
Yeah, if I'm being honest, the place itself was boring as hell. But you know, for me, it's sort of the same as the dancing was for you. It's nice to hang out with you anywhere.
Likewise.
Ah. That is in time. We shall see how long the emails are. I'd say maybe 2 more weeks. If I had to give a rough estimate, 2 or 3. Probably. But I can't really tell. Look, we're already making these streams longer, okay? I could have ended it here. I could have ended it after I finished the episode, but I decided to go through all this bonus content today as well, so we could have more content per stream, so you can get your ahead in time stuff. Okay? I'll try to make these streams a little bit longer for you. Alright, Monica, final one. The room appears to be empty. Oh, stream is stressful. I need peace and tranquility. Streams are only as hard and stressful as you make them. People can stream however they want. With face cam or not. With commentary or not. They can go on tangents or not. Had in time reference that I'm sure I will get when I finally play it. I'm sure I will get the reference then. Feel called out? Is it because of the tangents, perhaps? The room appears to be empty, but then the door opens and closes and Monica enters.
Miss Ida, are you here?
There is no answer. Monica checks the bathroom and behind several corners and doors.
Okay.
Then she starts sniffing and after that crying. Even though there's no one around, she puts her face in her hands.
Wait. That's you, Code, isn't it?
Yup, it be me! Now part of this Museum Reference Club, though? Tangents, yes. Still the DLC. We'll see about DLC, Spinne. We'll see about DLC. Let me play the actual game first.
Damn it! I tried to get one moment of complete privacy and this thing brings you here right at that moment.
I'm sorry for that, Monica, but you know how it is. When there's something interesting going on, the game just takes me there, and I guess your little breakdown is supposedly very interesting. So, I mean, if you don't want to talk to me right now, just keep having your breakdown and I'll just watch.
I'm sorry, I'm glad to see you, really. It's always good to see you. It can just get a little frustrating never knowing when your privacy will be broken. I'm sure you can understand. Just give me a minute, will you?
Monica heads to the bathroom. After a few moments, she returns.
Okay, sorry about that. I'm sure I can guess what your first question will be.
Why were you crying? You don't need to know unless... You don't need to know unless you want to talk. Talk about something happy instead. Let's talk about something happy instead. Although I will save here. I don't need to know unless you want to talk, actually. Actually, let's do this.
Really?
Yeah. I can always go back and ask the other questions too if I want to. Gabe, question. You never played the DLC, but you did play Ahead in Time. Can you recommend it as well? I think I might have asked that question before, though. Pure love. You can't love Ahead in Time. Yeah, we'll see. Yes? Alright, so definite recommend from everyone, then.
Really? That's awfully considerate of you. You always give me more and more reasons to love you. Well, it's a little embarrassing to talk about, but I guess I don't mind if it's with you. I'm lonely. And it's been kind of rubbed in my face this whole trip. So Yuri and MC, Natsuki and Yuri, they're both being very coupley, I suppose. Even Miss Ida is texting a lot with that guy she's been dating. To them, of course, I'd never let let on that it makes me feel bad. I want everyone to have a really good time here. And not have to restrain themselves because their tragic club president's feelings might be wounded. But being next to all that happiness and togetherness and pretending you don't desperately want the same, it takes a toll after a while. I guess I just needed to have a good cry and let it all out. And then I could go back to being the fearless, cheery club president again. So yeah, that's why. Feels a lot better to get it off my chest, actually. And it also isn't so bad now that you're here. I feel a little bit like I get to be coupley now. Sort of. So thanks for coming.
This isn't healthy. Glad to be with you. There.
It's so nice to hear you say that. I wish I had some activity planned for us, something fun we could do together. But I didn't know you'd be coming until I found you here. Plus, it's hard to do things together when you're separated by realities, isn't it? If nothing else, we found that out over these last few years. But I guess we can always talk. So what do you want to talk about?
This isn't healthy again. Damn. This trip.
Oh, the one we're on right now? Yeah, what about it?
So many submenus. Damn. I feel like this part of the trip probably took the most time just because of all the different submenus here. Why do you all go?
Oh, you mean on the trip at all? I guess it's sort of a last hurrah to the old literature club before we have to start college. Not that we'll stop being together in college or anything, but we'll probably be pretty busy, you know, and I imagine that at least some things will change, even if we all stick together. Plus, at the very least, Miss Ida is not going to be there with us in college. She has to stay at the high school after all.
Took the most time to code, collection content-wise, after the emails. Looking forward to seeing it, but I'll do the emails first. I'll get the bulk emails done, because once I see my email, I feel like I am ready to potentially think about writing another email. I'll also look through my poem bag and send in another one of those, because as I stated, if I send in an email, that makes me an unofficial club member. An unofficial club member is still a club member, which means I have to share poems, even though they might not be doing that anymore now. Would never have happened without him streaming club meetings? Really now? Oh, that makes me even more curious about seeing it, but we'll get there.
Not just because that's her job, but because she has to protect our little secret about reality being false, since that depends on the little administrative trick we pulled at the school, so she's staying behind to protect us there. But anyway, yeah, we're here just to get the group together one more time before college, and also just to have fun. None of us travel that very much, so going on this trip is a good excuse for us to do so. I hope you're enjoying it as much as the rest of us. But right now you're here, so what do you want to talk about?
Ah, so we can just talk about all of this. Great. Yeah. Hope not. Ah, yes, of course. We'll not have nearly as many question marks. You're welcome, I guess. I'm looking forward to it now. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Let's talk about Miss Ida.
Yep, she's with us here, not really trying very hard to chaperone us. I guess she figures we're grown-ups now and don't need a teacher constantly looking after us.
Also, Potato, how's it going? Anything with Natsuki's the best choice. Don't worry, we'll talk about all of it, Potato. We'll talk about all of it. We'll get there. Let's see if I can figure out if I said anything that inspired question mark. More discussion in the chat. Ah. Yo, there it is. There's the address. Alright.
It's glad to see her as anything but a teacher, though, even though she's treating us like equal friends. I don't think I'm ever going to call her anything but Miss Ida, for instance, but it's nice to have her here. She really is one of us now. I'll never forget what she did for us, and her knowing the truth about everything means we'll be tied together for, well, maybe forever, depending on how the simulation goes. Was there anything in particular you wanted to know about her?
Ooh, okay, what do we have? What's she going to do next school year? How are things going with that one guy and her? Chemistry in the first place. How are things going with that one guy? Although that feels like a little bit of a bad thing to bring up with Monica because she's already feeling lonely enough, but still. What's up? What's up indeed? Tell me you tangent about difficulty of moderate. I was agreeing and talking about how No one actually has the willpower to finish mods. Turns into... Doesn't matter what you make. Be redacted and just finish it. I turned it into a meme, so I had to actually make redacted. Ah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it, but again, emails first. We'll get there.
Well, he says nothing and just gets really nervous when I need to ask about it, so I'd say that means things are hopefully going well, although knowing her, that might also be her reaction if things weren't going well. But she's texting a lot, much more than she usually does, so if I had to guess, I'd say things are going well. Not that she'll ever tell us about exactly how well, not until the wedding, if there is one. Anyway, I'm optimistic about her and that guy. After all, we did a lot to try to get them together. I hope things do work out. Be a lot of wasted effort otherwise.
Alright. So Yori and MC are next. Computer screen no matter what you do. Oh, I'm looking forward to Redacted. And I don't want to escape it.
MC's becoming a lot more assertive. I think he's feeling a lot more secure about himself these days, and about Sayori, and that leads him to be much more bold and enterprising. And Sayori, she seems happier. If anything, not as outwardly, shiningly happy as she was before, but more genuinely happy, not as depressed. And sometimes you can see her quiet contentment, especially when she's tired. She doesn't need to be shiningly happy on the outside anymore, because you can tell that she feels happy on the inside genuinely, or at least she does some of the time. She still gets depressive attacks after all. Was there something specific about them you wanted to know?
Assertiveness, Sayori's happiness, Sayori's depression. I want to talk more about our boy MC. What it is? Yes, it is Doki Doki Club Meetings. Season 3 specifically is what we are on.
Yes, when I first met MC, he wasn't a very assertive boy, but that's true regardless of whether you count when he first came to the club as you, or when he first came to us separately from you. He was pretty timid, and pretty fast to go with the flow and do whatever anyone else wanted to do, and scared. He was very scared, which was perfectly understandable, but no more. He's bounced back tremendously from what I can see, and he has a good bit of confidence now. That little bit of swagger that you like to see in boys, you know, especially in boys his age, but without it becoming obnoxious. Which it doesn't with him, so yes, I think he's grown considerably, turning into quite the man. I'm happy for him.
Alright. Natsuki and Yuri! That is the name. No, is it simulation now? Yes. And it's a good episodic mod.
Ah, yes, the newlyweds. Or at least they're still acting that way. They seem happy about, well, everything these days, to be honest. Going to college together, being able to spend any time together. Really anything that happens is something joyous to them because they're together. I've told them they should enjoy it while they can, since that stage of love doesn't last forever, they say. Not that I would know, I guess. But my own crushing loneliness aside, it's been really sweet to see them together. They're very happy, and I'm glad for that. They both deserve it. Was there anything you particularly wanted to know about them?
Alright, let's see. Blur the email address sender. So far, not a single time. There was not a single time that the sender's address has been shown. And you can if you want to, you can greet them by name in the email, but something like, yeah, always remove the sender's address. Yeah, no personal information other than the signature. All right, about them. Natsuki mellowing out as you're becoming more adventurous. What do you think will happen with them? What do you think will happen with them?
If you and Natsuki, you mean like their relationship long term? I have no idea. They're certainly in love, no doubt of that, but that's not always enough. I don't know what will happen with them in the end. I really hope that they stay together forever. That would be nice for them. I even wrote them an ending of that kind in my mod last semester, but who knows if it will come true. For now, I'm just enjoying them being happy, whatever may happen in the end. What do you want to talk about?
Well, I guess there's only one option now. Wait, now enjoy the stream. Oh, I will. Oh, I will. And you have a very, very true opinion there, Potato. Alright, final topic. This isn't healthy.
What do you mean by this? I'm not sure I understand.
I want to make you cry. Like you too, Monica, but we're separated. You pretending we're in a relationship. Oh, you pretending we're in a relationship is not okay, right. I like you too, Monica, but we're separated. Didn't want to make you cry. You pretending we're in a relationship is just so mean. Just like, I don't like you or anything. I guess we'll go with this one.
Oh, I know. Believe me, of all people, I know that. But I don't know. It makes me feel better to think of us as being in a long-distance relationship, or a long-reality relationship, I suppose. That's something to hold on to at least. And I know that's not all I have to hold on to anymore, but I still like it. It's always been there. You've always been there for me, and that's comforting. Anyway, while it's getting late, I should probably start getting ready for bed, and Miss Ida will probably be back soon. Don't want to weird her out by talking at walls, whether she's used to it or not. I hope you have fun while you're here. I love you. Have a good night, or day, or whichever it is where you are.
It's a night. It's nighttime. We're closing in on 3 a.m. So, yeah. About time I wrap things up. I know, but I don't. Alright. One more save here. And that is it for the day. Next time we'll get into the big old email bag and see what other stuff there is for us to explore. But for today, we're wrapping this up and figuring out who to raid. Let's hear it for 3 a.m. Yes. Let's hear it for 3 a.m. You know what? I feel like looking into the, I feel like checking the DDLC category today if there's anyone live in there. I feel like we're raiding someone in the DDLC category today. We could raid Alex again, but we do that constantly. I think it's CDLC time. Or Curiosity is actually live. Or Saturday Night Funkin'. Maybe Curiosity, because she isn't live as often, you know. If anyone's up for Pal World, actually, you know what, let's make that a poll. I feel like doing a poll. Let me set it up. New poll. Who to raid? City. There we go. And I don't need to make it a long poll, we'll just make it a short one there. Because we don't want things to drag on for too long. Alright. So, place your votes now. Meanwhile, I'm gonna already check what's up here. Alright, I'm really looking forward to next week, though. I know emails aren't exactly the most entertaining thing. I know that fully well, but they're still fun, and they give you so much lore. The lore, guys. In fact, I even asked a question about the lore of the world, even though it's not as relevant anymore because they're out of the loop, but I asked a question about the loop that I think could be interesting to learn more about. Even because it might have an impact on the remaining students who are now stuck in the loop. Alright, let's see the results. We go for 100%! 8 people voted. 8 people voted and 100% of them said Curiosity. I guess it's been decided. Especially the deep Kirby lore. We can't forget about the deep Kirby lore. Alright. Let's set up this raid. 8 votes and all in favor of Curiosity. Is the raid showing up for everyone? I think it is. I think the raid is showing up for everyone. Alright, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. We will continue next week where we get to the emails. Fun stuff, fun stuff. And I don't know if we'll get through all the emails. I'm assuming the email bag is pretty big, so it will take like 2 streams at least. But I'll make the streams longer to get as much of it done as I can, so Spinne doesn't have to wait too long for a head in time. Alright. Anyway, I'll see you all around. Have a good one, and bye-bye. And of course, if you're watching this after it's been uploaded to YouTube as a VOD, your support has also been greatly appreciated. And if you do want to catch me live in the future, you can check the description down below, where you'll find the link to my Twitch, where I stream every Friday and Saturday, and sometimes other days of the week too. But if you do want to hang out with me, there's also a link to my Discord, where there's a bunch of other people. So yeah, I'll see you around. Have a good one. Bye bye.